Silver Streak. Wow. Investigation. Mystery. Wow. I didn't let it go the whole way. I got nervous. Whew. Soda. I have muted
Hi,
myself
everybody.
as I die laughing.
Oh, it's getting better every time. Welcome back to another stream of Quandary Quest, where we solve mysteries and definitely don't do crimes. Although, if there was cilantro in that soda, it would in fact be a crime.
I'm trying to think. I cannot think of a scenario where I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna put cilantro in a drink. Like, I know people
I mean,
do.
if we were giving it to someone you really didn't like.
Yeah, but for me, like, cilantro, like, I have the super taster thing.
Retro?
What?
Oh no.
What happened? Are we
You cut out, and then the stream cut out,
Uh-oh.
and you're back now.
Hello.
And wow, on the stream, I disappeared.
Oh.
I've been lost to the internet, chat. Okay, I'm back.
We seem to be... Hello. Hi, everyone. I was just trying to think of the word super taster. Is that what it is?
Yes.
I think...
It is the bane of my existence, except when I'm eating pizza, and then it is amazing.
I think I have it sometimes. So I just don't eat cilantro. But, like, sometimes I'll be like, oh, I get it.
Some people, the cilantro thing is not a super taster thing, is my understanding.
Oh.
The super taster thing enhances different parts of the main taste. So, like, bitter things, certain types of bitter things for me are exceptionally bitter. Like, I can't deal with avocado because the aftertaste is so strong and it makes me not feel good, which is unfortunate because the texture of avocado is fantastic. Same reason I don't eat fish is because I literally taste the fish oil no matter how it's prepared. Not a fun experience. On the flip side, for a taste that I do enjoy, it's very good. I am exceptionally lucky that I am able to do some sort of portion control. Otherwise, I would fill the room as a supercomputer. Let's put it that way.
Fair.
Yes, because food is good.
Sorry, y'all. I didn't realize the music wasn't playing.
It's all right. I heard it in my head.
Fair.
I'm going to call attention to this screen right here because it's the #1 note I have for the game. If you see on the upper left corner of the controller, there's a very important button.
On the button. Wait, what?
On the upper left of the controller on the screen.
Upper left? Are you talking about sprint?
Yeah. Don't forget sprint. That is literally my note.
Yeah, it's. I would never
it's
do
important.
That. Also, I saw that Derptaku said pineapple pizza soda, and I would try it.
I like pineapple pizza.
I like pineapple pizza too. I like a little jalapeno on there as well.
I can't have it anymore, but I do.
That's fair. He called
you
out.
No. This was because we both didn't know last time, and I wanted to remind it. I wrote a note to remember, so I'm calling attention to it.
Oh. Hello.
That's the ghost that we met last time, wasn't it?
I think so. Yeah. With the like discs on her head. But this is a way to enter a room. Green eggs and ham ice cream. I think I'm good on that one actually. I'm game to try most things, but ooh, my eye's twitching. Do you think that'll help or hurt us?
Depends on if it's like a liar detector or something like that. Okay, so the next thing that I have notes on that we were going to try was to go back to prison and trace the dude's steps from where he would have escaped to the murder. You unlocked fast travel to that point, by the way.
But I think it's also right over here.
Okay.
Yeah, because this is the thingy. I'm just practicing my running ability. Because I got very scared that we, like, didn't save or something. Whoop! Get out of here, ass. Okay. Were these red lights here last time?
I think so.
I don't recall them. I like them very much.
But it was also daytime last.
Oh, that's true. Okay. I feel good. We got some blood crystals. Ooh! Ooh! Look at those lights! Okay, sorry. The mellow yellow's kicking in, and it is out of a 16-ounce can, so I do have more later. Because I don't want to be wasteful. I think Silver is already like, nope, can't do this.
No, sorry, I was moving my microphone.
Okay.
Alright.
This is
So
the sign of...
point.
This is where I started from recording. I can measure the time. Okay, let's... And... So I should run, yeah?
I think so.
Okay, so let's... Nope. Let's look at the map.
We want to go to the tower, the Syndicate HQ.
Council
the
building.
council building. Yep.
So
we're straight down.
Yeah.
So we kind of got to go across the path and then make a left.
Yeah, we can just follow the
beach.
Yeah. Let's do that. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Okay, and
Hello, Greg.
Gregathy! I have not done anything with your sound yet, I'm sorry, but I have it.
I need to figure that out at some point.
I think I have like 6 people who've redeemed it and have not given me. Yes, Gregathy is your new name, I'm so sorry. I don't have sound effects on co-hosting streams. Silver doesn't want to hear that.
Oh, I don't care.
I
I already hear your alerts. It doesn't make a difference to me. Ooh, I can hit the button. Hold on, let me hit the button. I shouldn't hit the button.
Which button?
I'm gonna hit the button. All the buttons that we were messing with
earlier.
Oh no. Where is that? Where is that?
Are we timing this?
Pick up on stream? No, I think the game is.
How?
I don't know. I hope the game is.
Just like in its own clock. Like I'll be like, that was a good.
I mean, she does have a computer.
That's true. That's true.
Also, that was a good jump, or a good parkour.
Thank you. So, is this council building? How do I get to the? Look at that Yuri ass. The gardens. What's the sound of my heels?
Oh, wait. I think you passed it.
But I need to get over here, though.
Oh. Well, there was something on the ground you could have interacted with.
Ooh. I can go back. I'll collect it.
Yep.
I'm on a mission.
The right one? Yeah. Hey, looking for interactables.
Ooh!
There we go. Yeah.
This is the murder weapon Henry was. How have we not been up here?
That's a good question. Did we never actually go to the scene of the crime? That's
No, because we can't get to the scene of the crime.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. No one can get to the scene of the crime. All right, let's hit the other one, the blood.
Yeah.
Oh, we might have to do this again.
What? The run?
Run. Yeah.
Ooh,
all of the blood on here is... Yeah, we know. All of the blood on here is from council members. There are 2 other blood samples here, presumably from the dead marshals up ahead. This is a gruesome. The missing piece where Henry was found by the marshals. Akiko claims he broke free at 23:52 and was found at 3. Starlight can crunch the numbers. The distance and time don't match up. He couldn't have broken free and made it to the penthouse, breached all 4 holy seals, killed the council, and have gotten back to the penthouse interest and be found in the time, Akiko claims. Good. Because I think people used him as cover.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh. Yeah, we really didn't see any of this. We missed some important information.
I'm gonna say maybe some content. Content warning. Clean blade, but covered in blood. Sweetheart. That is the opposite of clean. The first holy seal protecting the council building is a pair of 2 high-ranking martial guards.
Crime is repulsive.
They were killed last night by whoever breached the council building. Time to find some evidence.
Oh boy.
Neat! Why are we doing this? Let's examine. There are ragged gashes across the throat of each soldier. The cuts were done with a blade, but not a perfect one. Nicks or damage on the blade probably caused the messy cut.
Interesting.
So there was opportunistic.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
The knife we found at the beach was nicked. Am I remembering that right? We'll have
I
to
believe
look.
so. There are symbols drawn in the blood. They are demonic glyphs from a cosmic language I don't recognize. This is just... Okay. Exiting
Yeah,
vision
we should
engine.
look at our evidence stuff.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see.
These are the martial
Because
guards that formed the first few high-ranking marshals that were supposed to shield the council from attack. They were in someone's way. Okay, let's run the blood.
What the hell?
Is this right? These aren't marshals.
The facts and the truth.
I don't know
not the
who they are,
same.
but this blood doesn't match the ones on record for the marshals assigned to guard duty. Ooh, the plot thickens. We're also it's gonna be 2002, and we're boy bands today. So, what the hell is going on? Have they been body swapped? Is Starlight wrong? This blood matches the blood on the knife, so either this knife was used or it's been set up to look like it was.
Like this.
They've both had their throats cut. The lacerations are ragged.
Need to investigate
This was probably
this.
done with a damaged blade. Is it the damaged blade that we have?
Sure.
There are marks drawn in the blood. Starlight, come on, baby.
Got it.
The blood matches the blood of the dead bodies. Looks like they've been... How do you say that?
Ooh,
Dwabbed? 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 Dwabbed with a
That is
finger.
the actual non-dancing dab.
Oh, I've never...
Or
I'm not
daubed.
familiar.
Like, you can also have a bingo dauber, and it's spelt like that.
Also, y'all, get yourself... Go to the Dollar Tree. Get some Mellow Yellow. Get a Peach Crush. Put those bad boys together.
It reminds
So
me, the only mixed drink type thing I ever used to do was Sprite and orange juice when I was younger.
Ooh.
Very
Okay.
good.
Dabbing is when you go like this. Oh no. Yep. Thank you, Robot Spacer. But if you
Thank you, Robot Space.
if you want to make a beverage and have it have layers, like how they do like little baby Guinness shots, all you have to do is, like, I poured Mellow Yellow and then I turn a spoon over so it was like the dome, and then I poured the Peach Crush on the dome and slowly so it like trickled into the Mellow Yellow. 'Cause I like fancy beverages. That's all. Maybe some
Nothing
kind
wrong
of ritualistic marking.
Is this a fact
Henry
or a
has
truth?
demonic symbols burned into his skin as a result of his possession. This could indicate he was here. That was very good.
Did we ever ask our driver friend about why there were tire marks on the roof of the building? Oh no, because we didn't actually press her on any of the stuff because we had been talking to her too long.
But I think we did ask her about, like, doing pickups, and she would have just gone where pickups were, and that was her just like, pickups.
Why would there be pickups on the roof of the building that no one can get out of?
Maybe they were out for air. You don't know. Key items. A severed hand. Wait.
Yeah, I don't think we picked it up. I think it's just either a note or a case file.
Or what if we couldn't interact with it yet, but now we might be able to?
Oh, wait. Go back up to Lydia and Sam. No, okay. It's probably then in the case files, I would bet.
Crimes.
Lydia here.
Unsorted evidence. Tablet.
Tablet.
No. Nothing.
All right, so go to Lydia and Sam themselves. Second from the bottom, or second from the left on the bottom. And where is this at? This has to be. We found this and it made a note. So where would this be? Click. Wait. Go back to that.
Notes. Right? Yeah.
No, I meant case files. I'm sorry. And then back to Lydia. You click into her? No? Okay. Okay. They are ex-assassins. We've seen this evidence, so it has to be here.
But I wonder if we were supposed to come here because, and now we'll be able to be like, ah, yes, knife. Because right now she's talking like she's never seen that knife. You know what I'm saying? We broke the game.
Game developers, you don't do that. You just have it in the inventory and then say, oh wait.
Whoop.
It's probably in our inventory, we just don't know where. Eyes Kiwami?
Oh. Unheard of for a council member. He took his own life. Was he hiding something? I was just kind of being a dingus looking for loots.
You instead found a mystery.
There are records of 2 births. The names are redacted. The births occurred a couple of years apart. The first one was 27 years ago.
Who do we know that's 27 years old? I don't know the answer to that. I'm actually asking that.
I don't know. What are tampered birth records doing in an apartment of a council member that took own life? If I didn't know any better, I'd say this is a big stinking clue about something. There's 2 of them.
Sure.
Who tampered with them? Whose children were being hidden? Perfect.
Ha.
Ha.
Ha. Ha.
Ep.
Don't mind me.
Oh wait, didn't Henry say he didn't know his father?
Correct.
We're gonna find out Henry's actually the son of a councilman.
Henry's the son of Montserrat.
Could be.
Montserrat? I don't remember his name.
I think that's right.
It's a bullet
thought
hole?
name.
What is this?
I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's part of the texture.
I like it. Ooh, it's over here now this time.
So you know the unfortunate thing is I don't remember where the hell that knife was.
It was on the beach, and I think it was over by the party zone on the beach. But you know what? I'm okay. You know me. We can run now.
You're right. Well, I mean, we did cross pretty much the entire island in very little time. Oh, we did not come here. We did not come to the murder scene at all. Like,
Nope.
even remotely close.
Yeah, no. We were just like, well, can't see it. Okay, bye. Oh, a grotesque pyramid charms. 3 holy pyramid charms. The gods, the syndicate, the citizens.
Ha.
Ep.
Ha.
Ep.
Ooh, and a
Astral
save.
point?
Should we save?
Ha.
I don't know.
No, I'm feeling spicy.
Let's look around. Let's see what's going on first.
Whoop, nothing. Okay. God, the in-world music is my favorite. Oh.
Oh boy. All right.
Is it weird that I forgot about him?
I try to forget about him.
All right, you ready?
Maybe. You ever been to space, Love Dies?
Got it.
I always wanted to. I hear the moon's nice and quiet.
Well, strap in. Beyond that door is space.
The investigator is here.
Is that a metaphor or something?
Just hardcore space. This is the second holy seal. It's a rock floating through space. You know, the cosmos.
That's weird.
The second holy seal is behind that door.
Are you even listening? Yeah, one of the safeguards that the killer got through. You gotta find a solution to the puzzle on the plateau to get the rest of the building. To get to the rest of the building.
How?
How do you know about the second seal?
Space has a stench. It's full of cosmic horror and existential nightmares. I can smell it.
In the puzzle?
I came to this island through a psychic corridor in space. I got a feel for these things.
You could just solve the puzzle without any hints.
Sure, why not? Imagine you put a rock into an empty drink can. You can turn the can and feel a rock move. You can shake it and feel it. You learn how the rock moves, and without seeing it, you can work out how to get out of the opening, right? Like that, but the rock is a dumb puzzle but designed by somebody who thinks they're more clever than they are, and the can is space.
So I can just feel my way through it.
No, you aren't attuned. You're not from space. You can't feel the rock. Or the can. Speaking of cans,
How?
How am I supposed to get through the puzzle then?
are you kidding me? You're the investigation freak, aren't you? That's what everyone says, right? Investigate.
Do you think there's anyone else on the island that knows about this seal?
Someone that knows about space? Prime suspect's that Henry guy, right? If he got through here, it might be because of the demon inside of him feeling its way through.
How?
How likely is that?
Hell, I don't know. How likely is anything? If you're asking me to place a bet on it, I'd say it's good odds that a demon came here on that... odds a demon that came here on a psychic pathway could find their way through.
Sure.
Like you.
Yeah, like me. But, and this is the key, they need to be one that has strength. I'm too weak. Henry's demon's got a host, though.
How?
How could Henry survive on a rock in space?
With great difficulty, I'd say. The demon inside him probably kept his body together, stopped his organs being sucked out his ears.
We just got testimony from Shinji. Okay.
Also, one...
Are we going to tell someone, oh, hey, there's a demon wandering around, and we got his testimony?
he showed up at my house. It was weird. Also... I thought he was going to explode like 4 times in that conversation, but he was actually very helpful in a way.
Yeah, it's unusual for him.
Regulates that Henry could have found his way through the second seal. What does this mean, though? Like, how is this... I don't like either of these options because I don't know how...
Yep, it's again an issue where...
I'm gonna do this one. Is there anything you demons can't do?
that demon's a ball of the angriest psychic energy I've ever seen. Get someone angry enough and they can do anything.
That's true enough.
Including keeping someone alive in space?
Why not? Stop being sarcastic. How do you know about demons?
I have a bad feeling about this.
I ran the Paradise Psycho unit.
And where's that now?
Sorry.
Ooh.
That's what I thought. By the way, I got a present for you. You're gonna need some help if you're going to space.
Are we going to space?
I hope so. A space helmet? Oh shit!
Oh boy.
Figured you want to breathe and keep your insides in your body.
Where?
Where did you get this?
Who was poking around here this morning? It was behind one of those planters. Looked like somebody dumped it.
Ooh. The
Meaning someone had
investigator
used
is
it to
here.
go through the seal.
Are you asking me? Get your investigation freak on.
Boom.
And some heart stickers to it. Makes it yours, don't you think?
You tampered with evidence, Shinji.
Which planter did you find it behind?
The one with the statue. Never mind that. Focus on the big picture. You're about to go to space.
Have you been in there?
Are you listening? My body's too frail. I'm too weak to leave the island.
Oh.
Aren't you worried about what happens when this island ends?
I'll blink out of existence. I spent all my time worrying about trivial shit like that. I had no time to think about us.
What the hell?
Us?
Yeah. Maybe after you save this dump, you and I can take a long walk on the beach before...
I don't like this.
Oh, power thighs out. Let's talk about this another time, Shinji. And by another time, I mean not in this lifetime.
Whatever.
Ooh, that's fun.
Shinji likes lady. Shinji likes
Okay,
lady.
statue. Ooh, look at that. This is where Shinji said he found the space helmet. Pink petals.
The investigator is here.
There aren't any flowers here, so where did they come from? Maybe it was the garden with the asshole. Yuri wears a hat with pink flowers because he's an asshole.
He is, quite in fact, an asshole. Wait, there's a door on your left.
I know. Open. Ooh. Oh. Oh.
Wait, is
Oh.
there something behind the closed door?
Boop. Boop. Just
There is, but nothing that we can do with. Okay.
look at this tile work. Look at that grout.
Mm-hmm. Needs to be cleaned.
It does. I like subway tile though. That's a little bit about me.
I miss Subway.
Like the sandwiches?
No, like
Or
having
just-
a Subway.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I think I cut out there.
Oh.
Like,
Oh.
valid public transportation. What is that?
A cell
That's some
phone
type of-
with
The
murder.
investigator is here.
This is a maintenance hatch for the console
That's
building. Looks like it has been opened. The anti-tamper seals are cut and the grate has been pried open. You'd need a thin tool to open this.
Truth
Maybe
is
it was
revealed.
Lydia's knife. I found it directly below
Okay.
this balcony.
Oh, good. So we can go back. We know how to get back there. We got to this building, but underneath this building.
Yeah.
Got it.
There's scrap marks. Oh. There are scrape marks going into the access hole as well.
I
Ooh.
need to investigate this.
Was something manhandled through here? I don't like that terminology, good sir. Parkour. No, shit.
Maybe go around the other side? Oh, wait, what was that?
That, I bumped the starlight.
Oh, okay.
And hold on, I gotta do a little snipe shot. Okay.
Yeah.
Honestly, going to space was not on my bingo card for this game. Well, we know that we're on some form of, like, astral plane.
Or, like,
And-
the internet.
What?
What if this is all just Second Life?
Okay, got it. I mean... Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't put it past it. Are we gonna go into some room where a news report is happening and then a bunch of disembodied penises start flying around?
That sounds actually too accurate. Ooh. Oh god. What?
Oh.
What had happened was...
Whoa.
Oh, Mad Sammy, hello! Welcome on
Sammy!
in. How are all y'all doing? I'm creeping around a building right now.
I'm just creeping.
Silver's just creeping. I'm Cole. This is OK Retro Zone. I'm hanging out with my best bud Silver Streak. We're playing Paradise Killer, and if you are unfamiliar with this game, you should play it because it's amazing and buck wild, and it is aesthetic in every imaginable way. Sorry, Silver,
yes.
I talked a lot.
All
Now
of the
you go.
aesthetics. All of them.
All of the aesthetics. Oh, you
All of the aesthetics.
This is, there's some opalescent sculptures of the gods. The pyramid, that big
Big
tube.
giant
It's
tower
fine.
thing.
There's some neon.
We haven't been to that yet, right?
There's Skeleton Man over there we have to go talk to, and then this
Mhm.
guy. There's, oh, Deer Woman. She's been blessed by
Yeah.
the gods. It's a lot.
So we're investigating a murder.
Yes.
Um,
Oh, okay,
Where-
sorry.
that's impossible because nobody could get into the room where the murder happened.
Possible murder.
And in fact, they still can't get into the room where the murder
Oh,
happened, so they still don't have bodies. You know what? We don't actually know that the council is dead. That just that just occurred to me.
Yeah, we're gonna go to space.
Because they did say the blood was... Oh, no, the blood was the council blood, but also 2 other blood that they didn't recognize.
There was mystery blood and then murder blood.
This game is wild.
Okay.
Sammy, how was Alice? Did you beat that boss? I had to leave before I could see you beat that boss.
How is Alice? Wait, how do I get out of here? I just keep
I don't
going...
know. You seem to have lost the whatever place you came in on. That doesn't make any sense.
Correct.
Do we have unlimited size in this building? Is that what's happening here?
I don't know. Just gotta hug it. Oh, God. Silver, if you weren't putzing around and just running willy-nilly in this game, we would know where I need to be. And by I mean me.
Don't lie. You know, even if we weren't putzing around, we wouldn't know where we need to be.
This is true. And also, I'm the one putzing around. It's never you. Oh, no, I'm stuck. Oh, God. Oh. Sorry, Silver.
Yeah, that's the other question I have on Secret Crush. Like, did somebody get access to some sort of blood bank instead? And we're going to find out that none of the council is dead. Keep going. No, wait, you turned around.
I did turn around because I don't know where to go.
Just keep going in one direction until we loop.
Okay. I'm gonna run. But I also didn't have to jump up very far.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, kick to the Red King's butt. I love that.
Good. Oh, the Red King? I roughly know where you are. Are you having a good time with it?
I don't think this makes sense. Oh, wait, no. This might be it.
I think you might be coming around. Yeah.
Oh my God.
This wasn't an impossible endless loop. We were not trapped in Silent Hill. I do say go around one more corner just to see if there's anything there.
Yeah. I wonder... So we just... Ooh, lower ledge. Lower ledge. Hello. There's nothing here, though.
There's nothing.
I don't hear any
Wait,
awful
did they
sounds.
all have an lower ledge? Did we just miss that?
Yeah, but I didn't hear any of the crackles. Oh, no, not all of them.
Okay.
Whew.
Let's not do that and find out that you can't get back up. I mean, whatever. There's no fall damage, but...
It would
You know what? Actually, we probably should jump down from here.
Do we not want to
Because the knife, right?
Yeah. Nope.
Hep.
Do we want...
Hep.
Do we want to...
Just go. Go for it.
Ooh, but look at
Is there
that.
anything else here?
There's that thing over there. Do you think I can...
There is? Alright. See if you can get that. You gotta probably jump from in the middle.
But there's... Can I...
So, oh, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen.
It's just a light.
Alright.
It's fine.
Okay. Let's look for...
Okay. Don't forget to run. We can run. We're running.
Yeah, we played the first couple episodes of this game without realizing we could run.
It's fine.
No, I think it's back the other way.
Well, I'm in this god's crotch right now, so...
Yeah, I'm about to say, you're in that centaur's groinal area. The grundle, as it's sometimes called.
Ooh, what's this? What's this? What's this?
Not the Grendel, that's a Beowulf villain.
I'm going out wide for it. So I don't think it's over here, but...
No, I think it's under the actual building.
Ooh. That was my finger again. And...
Yeah, I think you need to go back and then go under. Undercarriage is good as well on Secret Crush.
Oh, I'm stuck. Oh. Wow, look at the sky just whipping around like that. Wow.
Yeah, it's if this is a planet, it is rotating very fast. Alright, so let's look around here. Alright.
Because it was definitely in the sand.
Yep. I'm gonna be very sad if we can't find it again.
Oh,
I don't
like...
Oh no.
Don't like that. Where are we? Oh, we're up. We are up.
Yeah, we should jump back down.
I'm gonna go... Ooh, but that's water. Okay.
Not that way.
Ooh, treasure.
Treasure.
Mine. Okay.
App.
Nope. Okay. Yep. I don't think it's over here.
Where the I mean, it was definitely on a beach. We found it on a beach.
I'm going.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let's check the computer again. Maybe now that we found that. Well, we'll go back to potential leads. Notes. Why was not Lydia's knife found below the council? Okay, we have it.
Okay.
We do have it.
Okay. Oh yeah.
We need to
I see
ask
it.
her about that. Yeah.
Okay.
We do not have to find it again.
So
do we go back and talk to Akiko since we can confirm that it was absolutely impossible for Henry to do it?
yeah, we can do that, and then we should probably go
So
talk.
we got a
Is
lot
it
of-
Sam?
Yeah. Mhm.
We haven't talked to
Wait,
him.
which is closer?
Probably.
Who is close?
Ooh, they're both
Sam is
far.
closest.
But Lydia is also far away. We could go harass
talk to
Yuri though.
Douchebag.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
talk to Doucher. Mr. Douche Canoe.
Yes, someone else knows Douche Canoe.
Oh yeah, hold on. I'm having a little bit of a headache from maybe caffeine. Woo!
You have painkillers?
Always.
Okay.
Hey there.
Hello, Mr. Doucheboat.
This guy looks so cool, and he's such an ass. I do not want to hang out with you. Let's...
We didn't ask him anything.
He was one of the first people we found, so...
Oh, right. We weren't actually talking to people yet.
Because we took his phone, so I'm going to return it.
Yes.
I've scanned your phone. You can have it back now.
No. Oh. I'll just believe me now, freak. I know which one I want you to choose.
I do... I mean, I like both answers, honestly. No, I don't.
Phone records prove my alibi. No, they don't, douchebag.
The truth is
There's a
revealed.
10-minute period where your phone went dark. Your alibi has a hole.
Sure.
Lydia told me she lost contact with you last night during this 10-minute window. She tried to contact you while she was waiting at the Paradise Gates just before the murder.
Huh?
And?
Why?
Maybe your phone was off?
Nonsense.
Why would my phone be off while I'm directing the fairy woman? Well, why did you stop talking to the fairy woman?
Pathetic.
Didn't think, freak?
It's like this pouty face. I just want to pop him in the jaw.
Don't be snide with me.
He looks very much like he has a glass jaw.
Yeah.
The reality folding drive must have disrupted the communications. Uh-huh. At the end of an island, the folding drive does a final burst to power both islands during the transition. Radiation sometimes causes localized areas of communication and electrical interference. Uh-huh. As you can tell, chat, we're not very believable around, or we don't feel very believing around Yuri.
That's weird.
He seems to be a little power hungry and is like, I do my job and I do it well. Idiot. And then there's holes in his alibi. So it's just like, well.
Yeah, and there was something about, like, his body changed overnight.
Yes. A blessing from the gods, perhaps? But which god? Because most of them are shitbags.
Yeah. Edgar's got it right. Yuri can suck it.
Yeah. That seems convenient.
You don't know me.
What do you want,
What do you
me,
want
to
me
say?
to say?
Oh, that's you.
That's all right.
Exit. Okay.
I will not curse you with having to voice Yuri.
Let's see. Blah, blah, blah.
I unfortunately think we're going to have to start going through all of these.
I know, I'm just trying to see, like, what's the most helpful. So, what's potentially the most helpful that I will pay attention for, and then the least helpful I probably am gonna space out because it's Yuri. But actually, I think these top two are...
Those are probably helpful.
But also Crimson's. I remember something was suspicious about her as well. Your job is to direct Lydia when she moves us to the next island, right?
Worthless.
What do you want now?
Sure.
What did you direct her to do right before the council murder?
I asked her to take her husband Sam off the island, and the island party was... The end of island party was over, and his bar could be shut down.
Hmm. What time was this?
About 23:40, I think. Space helmet's probably the right question. Well,
Yeah.
you know what?
I just,
No, yeah, I think space helmet's probably the
I
right
just
question.
don't know how these are worded, so that makes me hesitate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. The only reason why I think space helmet's the right question
'Cause it's a
of the
clue.
flowers.
Yeah. Ever worn a space helmet, Yuri?
That is not the question I expected.
Yeah.
Why would I wear a space helmet?
To get through the second seal.
Never been through it, freak.
When love dies, all that
A space
remains
helmet
are the
was
facts.
discovered surrounded by pink petals that look like they came from your hat.
The most tenuous thing I've ever heard, freak. He's smiling. You're grasping at straws.
What do you know about the second holy seal?
We don't know about the seals, freak. That's the point.
Ass.
Garbage.
Did you see Crimson last night?
What business is it of yours?
I knew she was ready for pickup, but I left her until the end. She hates it here, and I had the power to make her work a little longer. Oh my god, you are a garbage person, Yuri. So I did.
Hate him. Yep. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night?
Don't be naive, freak.
Serious? Do I need to hold your hand? Go and speak to the Grand Marshal.
Hi, sorry. I need more drink. And
Okay.
water. And ibuprofen.
Not necessarily all at the same time.
But available.
Yes.
Did you see Witness to the End last night?
I'm aware the architect planned to visit him last night. You can check with her.
How do you know?
What business is it of yours?
I'm the architect's assistant. I arrange her appointments and make sure that she can carry out her work without being obstructed by anyone else on this island.
This actually isn't as bad as when we did Lydia. I felt like that was such a long-winded info dump, but this is going pretty quickly.
Yeah.
What do you know about the escape last night?
Pathetic.
What do I know?
Hate him. Do you know anything about the murder of the marshal guards outside of the council building?
I don't know anything. I don't like that he's smiling when we ask these questions.
No, it's
I don't know anything, investigator. I wasn't there.
Want to drop anyone in it, Yuri? Dish the dirt on
What?
someone?
Who?
He said what? Who's got a motive to kill the council, Yuri?
You've got nothing on me.
Killer's in a cell waiting to be executed.
Let's say he isn't the killer.
He is.
It's a thought experiment, Yuri. Play along. If Henry didn't kill the council, who else has motive?
Worthless.
Fine, I'll play along.
Oh my
Thank
god.
you, Edgar.
I got double bevies. You're the best. And I
You
love
should investigate Crimson. Or Crimson.
What the hell?
You gave that name up pretty easily.
Don't make me laugh.
I've had my suspicions for a while.
Why?
What are you talking about?
Something sits wrong with her. Why did she get blessed? Why? What would stop her wanting more power now that she's blessed? She's too smug. I mean, she seems to be pretty happy with being a goat lady, and other people seem to be pretty happy with her being a goat lady. Sometimes you don't need more power.
Yeah, she seems pretty content running her, like...
Black market.
Yeah. I like on Secret Crush. I accuse Yuri of the murder on evidence of I hate him.
That's strange.
That seems...
So the problem is...
Oh,
Go on.
that seems tenuous.
The investigation freak.
Go. Say the words.
You're the investigation freak.
Oh, I mean...
Investigate.
I mean, the
Oh,
words
so
you
the
were
other
gonna
words I was going to
Sorry.
say.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Sorry.
the other problem on Secret Crush is we now have multiple murders. Well, not only is there this one mass murder, but then there's Kingdom Hearts Cross, who's missing.
Mm-hmm.
Who very much looks like they were murdered.
Yes.
We have apparently the one council member that supposedly committed suicide, yet had falsified birth records in their hotel room.
Mm-hmm.
We have, I don't know if it's going to come up, but we technically have whatever happened originally, with Lady Love Dies, the original demon thing that happened back then. I don't know if that's going to come up or not. So this is not a mystery. This is a series of mysteries, and I don't know what's going to come.
Yes.
What an insufferable question. Of course he did it.
Yeah.
Grand Marshal has him in custody.
What the hell?
No suspicion of anyone else then.
Freak.
I
Sounds
just...
full of schemers. You know that. What?
I'm just so curious as to, like, the reality of this space, because, like, it's kind of like the internet meets the afterlife, but it's not because there's humans and they just get nuked to the next island paradise. But there's this, like, immortality thing going on with many of the figures.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like the crystal gems from Steven Universe, which I started rewatching. It's like they can die, like they can get murdered or something can happen, but like aging doesn't affect them.
Yeah, I'm still not clear how real this is or not, because they talk about the real world and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like a weird parallel experiment, but there's maybe everything is a simulation. Tell me about Crimson.
Insufferable.
Traitorous idol.
Nanny
And
the
how are they
hell?
traitorous?
Traitorous? Nani the hell?
Don't make me laugh.
Peddles her secrets and destabilizes the syndicate.
I'm glad
I have
to
no
be
input.
back.
You're worried she's got something on you?
Don't make me laugh.
He said the words.
Has she got a motive for killing the council?
She has her own secrets, I'm sure. Oh, she has her own secrets. Okay. She has her own secrets. I'm sure she isn't happy about people knowing. That's a weirdly written
Yes.
sentence.
Insufferable.
She wants to play soldiers again. She won't accept her new role and wants to run around with a sword and gun fighting demons. I mean, if you were good at it,
Yeah.
and you enjoyed your work, the next island is perfect. There won't be any more demonic invasions. I think she's trying to destabilize the island so she can have another go at playing soldier.
Mm. I want to choose this one because I want to know if it'll get to him, like his like blessing overnight or something. Like if it's like written that he'll slip in his response. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I say that's a good.
You sure this isn't just about her blessing?
Huh?
What about it?
Got it.
You're jealous.
Pathetic.
Your deductive skills have let you down, freak.
Sure.
I don't think they have.
Ooh.
Enchanted Blue is secured by god hunters in the real world. She's in the pyramids hidden in the caverns in the Sahara.
Syndicate exists to resurrect the gods. How can we sit idly by when a goddess is in the hands of the enemy?
Hmm.
Got it.
Retrieving her would be a suicide mission. You're familiar with deception by gods, right?
Insufferable.
Like you?
Oh,
You
I wanna
disgraced
punch him.
freak? I haven't been deceived. That's a crime. Future counselors can't commit crimes, can we? Oh my god. Can we have someone punch him in the dick?
Yeah. How did you go through such a big transformation? Enchanted Blue blesses those she deceives with physical perfection.
You're saying I'm perfect, freak? You like what you see? No.
Wow.
Not anymore.
Wow. Never. I love your ensemble, and I hate everything else about you.
Internal ugliness begets external ugliness. Oh, that's so good.
I don't.
It's so
like
good.
This.
I'm not
How
reading it.
dare you?
You joke freak. You're gonna fail and go back to exile if you keep focused on anybody else except the killer.
I have a.
What
bad
if you're the
feeling
killer?
about this.
It's the brilliance of your investigation technique. Just ask rhetorical questions and hope someone confesses.
Freak.
Judge made a mistake bringing you back.
Well, I have a gun in there, Yuri, so I don't want to hang out with you. May you
I am
reach
gonna
the
do-
moon.
So, well, here, before I do this, let me ask you.
We've had this beverage, right? Do you have the numbers? We already bought-
I
oh,
do.
it tells us we've already bought things from
Oh,
the
that's
machine.
so good. That's good on you, developers.
We'll sass you about other things. But thank you. I'm gonna go back to
Chat.
Crimson because it's kind
With
of
their
on the way.
permission, I'm going to go ahead and look to see if we have to hang out with people. You okay with that, Retro?
Sure. Look at me sprinting. We
By the
move
power of
so much
Google.
faster. Wow.
It's
Oh.
ridiculous.
Gotta get bevy. Ah, lost mountain water obtained. Beautiful clear water, once obtained from a well on an ancient mountain. The mountain was lost millennia ago. The water has never tasted the same since. I don't know why you wouldn't have the flashlight going. I just have it on all the time.
I have bad news.
We have to hang out with him?
We have to hang out with everybody.
Fuck, he's the worst. Hold on. I'm upset.
Not happy about it. But basically, the high level just is that some evidence is only possible via hanging out.
Could I have taken the ladder up here? Yes. But I didn't!
Free will, bitches!
Okay, so let's go hang out with this asshole. Parkour! Parkour! Hey. I thought he had platform shoes for a second. Got time.
Although I guess it was, I mean, like we hung out with Akiko. It wasn't necessarily friendly.
Yeah, but and she was also like, "Why do you want to talk to me?"
Like, get bent.
Yeah, got time to chat, Yuri?
What do you want, freak?
You weren't part of the syndicate before I was exiled.
What?
Is that a statement or a question?
Sometimes people use statements but raise their intonation at the end to indicate a question.
Insufferable.
Oh, I love that. I'm glad we chose this option. If this is just a way for us to give him as much shit as possible, sometimes people are self-rollable.
What's your history with the syndicate?
Worthless.
I was born to low-ranking syndicate members. Barely footnotes in our history. Say, children naturally rebel against their parents. I'm evidence. They were content to wallow in obscurity, and I'm now secretary to the architect.
How did...
No.
That's strange.
Sorry?
I'm not interested in talking with you about myself anymore. I wonder if we might have cut stuff off by being rude. Oh well.
Goodbye, freak.
This has been delightful.
Goodbye, Yuri. Or maybe...
Nope, still increased.
Maybe we didn't get everything. May you see through a million eyes.
But I mean, it may also just be that it's like that's the extent of that conversation.
Yeah,
until
but
we come
also,
back
if
later.
he doesn't want to talk about what he did to get into that position, though, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Let's
Yep.
go to Crimson.
Fair warning, chat. I don't even say warning. Crimson is what you might call
The boobed.
She's got the booba. The VTuber terms.
Ha-
I didn't know that was a VTuber term.
It is where I first learned it because a bunch of people in my Final Fantasy XIV free company are very much into the VTubers, especially the new English-speaking ones, and they all refer to it as the booba.
What
Or
about what about when you were like an old like Warner Brothers cartoon and you look like a wolf and your eyes shoot out of your head and you go wooga?
Woogas?
Yeah, is it like that? What's up,
I
girl?
don't know.
Syndicate idol. Oh nope. Okay, never mind. How can I help, lady? You selling any skins for Starlight? Yes, please. I would like a new skin because I think it's my face right now. Thank you. I love your head. Ding.
You want to rephrase that?
No.
Just checking.
Ooh, glimpse of serenity. Serenity now.
Unsecret Crush says, I thought it was a weeaboo thing. Hate to break it to you, Unsecret Crush, but the chart of weeaboo and VTuber fans is a circle.
Mm-hmm. Sorry. I was choking on my drink a little bit. Let's hang out before I interrogate you. Got time to chat, Crimson? What are you planning to do with your amassed wealth? If trade is good, you're carrying a lot of blood
Don't be
crystals.
coy.
A quiet
Go and
life.
read her.
I got it. That's
Okay.
why I'm down here, away from the tower. Not the greatest fan of people.
Good work.
Having a big chunk of change allows you to live your life in peace.
I mean, well, so my vote is whatever makes us be more friendly with her, because she seems cool.
How misanthropic. You sure that's healthy? Thank you, lady.
You.
Have you tried that new beer I'm on the can of? It's good.
Got it.
Not yet. Is it worth it?
Who knows?
You think I put a name on any old piss water? There's a competition to win a date with me with a winning ring pool. Anyone win? I'll let you into a little secret. There are no winning ring polls. I know certain things about Dead Nebula Company. I told the CEO that I know these things and she made the winning ring poll disappear. I'm not a prize to be passed around.
Sorry.
Live your life, lady.
I dread to think what your file on me looks like. I know all sorts, but there's always more to learn.
Ooh, you flirting with her?
Yeah, maybe you can learn more about me one day.
Thank you.
Don't be a tease. Be seeing you, lady. Well, I'm gonna talk to you a lot, actually, so... let's just see what we have here.
Hey, NB.
Oh, Bo! Hi,
Yeah,
how are ya?
we have some things to talk about.
Yeah, we've missed you. How are you? How was the little vacay? I don't even know. I'm gonna save this one.
Yeah, I'd say the first two we saved to the end.
Ooh.
I think that I don't have a good answer.
I found a tuft of your hair at K Hex's workshop. And
Crime cannot hide.
that puts you at the scene of the disappearance. Come on, lady. You know that doesn't prove anything.
Don't be afraid to groove in your seat, chat.
Hey there, Hinton. I am a little Ooh! Thigh, no thigh. Thigh, no thigh. I'm stressed.
I mean, if the power thigh is out, you gotta use the power thigh.
We need to talk, Acid.
Doesn't add up.
You never call me Acid.
Is this a fact? Or
Why was K-Hex accusing you of stealing the key to the second holy
You
seal?
got it wrong.
Shit.
crime?
This makes you a prime suspect. Spill
What
it.
do you mean?
I promise I didn't kill the council. I needed you to know that.
don't
I
like
need you to
this.
know that. Get on with it. The holy seals are the holy grails of secret hunters. They're so locked down and under wraps.
I'm innocent.
I was losing sleep each night thinking about them. I knew KX designed the second seal, so I started talking to him. I also knew he was obsessed with
The
me.
investigator is here.
Obsessed? More than I expected. I thought he was just horny for me. I read that. But he had got it in his head that if we achieved perfection on the next island, he'd ascend to heaven.
Crime is repulsive.
His diary called you his queen in the astral heaven. Good snooping, lady. Since I'm blessed by the gods, he coveted me as a trophy queen.
Me.
The guy was out of his mind.
Don't test me.
You keep using the past tense. I'm not stupid. If the council got on the bad side of the killer and the person who designed part of the security is missing, he's either dead or might as well be.
Paradise feels wrong.
Did you do it? Please. Even if he was going to squeal to Montserrat, I talked him down. I strung him along in a relationship I could persuade him to do almost anything, except give you the secret to the second holy seal. There was a data key he guarded. I took it and made a copy. How did you copy it?
Secrets breed mysteries.
You ask a lot of questions.
I have my ways.
Someone in Masahiro Heavy Industries owed me a favor. That favor was an hour in one of their high-end computer labs. It turned out to be a heavily encrypted digital key on a flash drive. I put the key back in his workshop, apologized profusely, and did something to take his mind off of it. Oh no! Did you use the key?
Secrets breed mysteries.
No. I know where and how, though. The obelisk on the beach. The key works on them.
Ooh, the investigator.
Other things I
is
thought were
here.
lipstick.
Yeah, and that's the second seal secret? No, there's more, but I don't know what. Why didn't you use the key?
Me.
Bad vibes, lady. I could feel it in the air. Things were happening on the island.
The facts and the truth.
This
are
still
not the
makes you a
same.
suspect, Crimson. I know. I didn't use voices, and I'm sorry. But
Okay.
I'm so glad I was blunt and was like, yo, because I almost didn't.
I think if there's an option still remaining, we probably need to use it. Because that was I thought those were two different options when we first started, but because the other one was still there when we came back, it's just like we have to use it.
Ooh, Bo said we should play Monster Prom.
Monster Prom.
It could happen.
That's the
think-
one with the Grumps, right? No, that's Dream Daddy.
It has Dream Daddy's Grumps. Monster Prom, I believe, has Jesse Cox in it, and so I think it's like voice acted.
It is. I have seen it played. It's ridiculous. In the best ways.
Well, I've already flirted with her. She talked about doing something to take his mind off of it, and Horny Town. So we're doing pretty good.
Hey, nothing wrong with being horny if everyone's consensual.
Sure.
Yuri's got some things to say about you. I bet he does. He isn't my biggest fan. Excuse me. He says you want to be a soldier again. It says you want to be in the marshals.
Secrets are dangerous.
How'd you two start talking about that?
The investigator is here.
Asking around about motives.
What?
And he thinks that's enough to be my motive? That I'd kill the council just to try and get to be a marshal? Are you denying it? No, it's true, lady. Do you really think that's motive for mass murder?
Just to be a marshal, I don't think that's...
We
I mean-
doubt it, right?
Well, I think both of these are us doubting her,
Yeah.
but I do believe that doubt is probably the right way.
Will you allow, Bo to say horny? Consensual horny TM? Thank you.
Bo can say horny however they want.
It's true. Wait, you lost Shark Gibby? What? What?
Wait, how?
Yeah. What?
What?
What? How? I would put
How does that happen?
I would put in a strongly worded letter. It said they can't.
What?
Ass. Your account was hacked?
Well, oh, that's garbage.
I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry.
That's fucked, honestly. Like with
That doesn't make any sense that they can't.
yeah, with Respawn being also like EA and all of their fucking microtransactions, purchasables, account hacking has to be a problem, and there has to be a way to resolve it. I'm gonna write a
Well,
strongly worded letter. I would like to
I mean,
speak to everyone's manager. I just punched my
No, we
microphone.
can't. You never go full Karen. We can't do that.
Oh.
But
I know someone who can, though.
No, but what doesn't make any sense is if the account was hacked, it doesn't, like, their servers don't lose record of it unless their servers were hacked. That doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry, Envy. That's
Big sad man. Can you do...
real dumb. Can I do what?
Well, I guess it's dependent. I have Apex through Origin. Do they have like two-factor?
EA has two-factor, so I would assume so.
Yeah. My brain, it hurt. Today isn't Saturday? Damn. Yeah.
Wait, so did your Steam account get hacked?
I'm glad you said that. I was dreading the snakes getting to you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Envy.
My two-factor
Yes.
wasn't on because I didn't...
Yep, two-factor on everything. Everything. Yeah, I'm sorry. Something's broken. I need to fix it, and it's not okay when it's someone that I think is real cool.
Yeah.
How my brain works. Something is broken.
Yes.
Something somewhere is broken.
It's true. I just mentioned I was grumpy yesterday, and I just like checked in with Silver, and I was like, "Hey there, champ, how are you?" And Silver's like, "I'm grumpy." I'm like, "Me too." And then he's like, "Why are you grumpy?" And I was like, "I'm just grumpy." And he's like, "Can I fix it?" And I was like, "No." And then we talked about stream, and then we figured out something that we could change on something else, and then something was fixed. And then he's like, "You still grumpy?" I'm like, "I'm still grumpy," but.
I gain happiness through osmosis, so the more happy people are around me, the happier it makes me. So that probably goes into the fixing things part as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't There are very few people in the world that I want to be unhappy. And those people I want to be dreadfully unhappy. But everybody else, I want you to be happy. Know that.
I like that.
Don't know if that helps you at all, but know that I want you to be happy.
Yeah. Please don't be mad, but it's Saturday for me. Hinton? I love that for you. Not knowing how far in the future you are. I hope it's good. It's no secret I want out of a life forced on me. I would love to be a soldier again.
Business is business.
It has to be done the right way, though. Not through mass murder.
Okay. That's believable enough.
I'm sorry, Bo, though. That's a big ol' pile of
I believe I
ass.
normally refer to that as hot garbage.
Mmm. Flamin' hot Cheeto garbage.
Oh, and that's just Flaming Hot Cheetos in that case.
Any idea how I could track down a phone
Nice
number?
doing business with you.
I have my ways. I can run a search for you. There's a service charge, of course.
Good work.
Sure.
Thanks, lady. What's the number?
Blah, blah, blah,
Don't be
blah, blah.
coy.
Let's see. Nothing. That number isn't registered to a phone on the island.
I think the ask is the right one.
Are you there unregistered phones? No, Masahiro controls the phone output. Everything is registered. I have a backdoor into their system so I can scope the numbers. Is there anything else that could have a number attached to it? Not a clue. You're going to need to go looking.
Give us our money back.
Give us our money back, you dingus. Comms blackout. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst? Not down here. Those are very rare, lady. If he's using that as an alibi, you need to be skeptical. We are.
Oh, yeah. Sure, let's just ask. Why
Yeah.
not?
Can you tell me anything about the marshal stationed at the first
Good
seal?
work.
Ooh, this is a juicy one, lady. You buying? Yeah. Captain Voth was stationed at the penthouse. He and Akiko were in a
Ooh.
relationship.
Strange.
A relationship? Akiko falls in love with her troops. That's why she hurts so much. She has had a string of relationships throughout the island. Voth is the highest ranking marshal under Akiko. The highest ranking marshals are chosen to guard the council during the birth of a new island.
Sure.
So he was murdered last night. Looks that way, lady. Ooh, it was worth the blood. Gem. Crystal? What is it?
So, Akiko's just fucking her entire staff? That seems...
Hey, did you see her what is it? What is it? The what do the kids call it? Her look? What is it called? I'm trying to
I
be
don't know what you're
Instagram
looking
hip.
for here. Retro. I have never had an Instagram account. I cannot help you with what you're asking right
Hold
now.
on. Her fit. Her fit. Have you seen her fit?
Okay.
It is very good. Did you see the architect last
Thank
night?
you.
I heard she was hanging out with the witness last night. You should ask her. Seems odd. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movement last
I have
night?
my ways.
I got nothing more than what Akiko says. Did you see Lydia and Sam last night? Lydia should have been doing her ferrywoman duties. The log at the gate should confirm something about that. So we need to go to a gate. Oh my god. What do you know about the escape last night? Secrets about that haven't worked their way to me about Henry's escape. If you think there's more to it, then there might be physical evidence near the scene. If that's the if what the report says is true, the only way to the council building is through the Syndicate HQ. If he went through there, he would have been logged. Check the Nightmare computer logs. Oh my god, we're still going. Oh, is
We're
drip
getting there.
not also synonymous with forfeit? I think it is. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years
We're in
ago?
a dark time.
Henry's possession worries me. Nothing has surfaced about it. It's either as they say, or someone is keeping it a secret. How did he get the knowledge to communicate with the gods? The library in the HQ is full of forbidden grimoires. So let's go to the HQ and learn about demons. What do you know about the second Holy Seal? Only what I told you before. I got the key, but I don't know what's behind the seal or what the secret is. What secrets do you have? Anyone got a motive from last
Thank
night?
you.
Lady, I've got a lot of secrets to sell. I can give you a lot of different people's motives. I just don't have an opinion about who did it.
Sure.
Who's got motive then?
Money.
These all come at a price. I'm not handing out candy. Secrets take a lot of work to acquire. I've got something on the
I
Grand
mean,
Marshal,
sure.
Architect, Doctor, and Happy Couple.
Business is business.
You're going to make a tidy profit. You got a point?
I don't have any opinion on this one.
Mass murder opens the market for people looking to buy
That's
secrets.
strange.
That an accusation?
I think the first one's a good one.
I've still got some investigating to do. I'm going to be straight up with you, lady. This island is full of snakes, and I want you to hear this from me.
Secrets are
I hate what the
dangerous.
Syndicate have done to me. I'm an idol they trot out to rally the citizens. I gloss over the misery with a pretty smile. I haven't got anything against idols, but this isn't for me. Montserrat devolved into paranoia. Sorry to speak ill of the dead. He was tightening his grip on all of
Don't be
us.
coy.
One of the first things to go on the next island is my little emporium. Dictators can't have someone peddling secrets, can they? Is that enough to drive you to kill the entire council? No, I didn't do it, but someone did, and they're going to want to shift the blame. That's why I'm being straight with you.
Okay. Another option.
You think Henry did it? Do you? I'm asking you. I don't have enough details. How did he escape? How did he breach the seals? The answers to every question seem to be a hand wave, and he's possessed by a demon. Convenient answers are dangerous. Ooh.
Doom Jazz. I just like that name a
It's
lot.
such a good name. And he's the doctor. Dr. Doom Jazz.
Yeah, like they knew what they were doing, and I appreciate it.
Okay.
Let's start from the top.
Well, should we start from the bottom? And now we're here? Sorry. That was a joke
Don't get
from
it.
a song.
I definitely don't get
I'm
it.
so sorry. Why would Akiko kill the council?
Business is booming.
Secrets aren't free. Oh, you bitch.
Sure.
Deal.
You got 45. It's less than
I
10%.
know, but I have to buy my sodas. Good crystals. Minimal
Thank
imperfections.
you.
Akiko is a soldier through and through. She's also their leader. They're the only family she's ever wanted.
Who knows?
The marshals aren't syndicate, though. They're citizens. A security measure by Montserrat. They don't have our immortality, and they don't get moved between islands.
The investigator is here.
Oh.
That makes them expendable, too. Precisely.
That also
Akiko-
makes sense on how Akiko can keep having relationships because they don't go with her. That kind of sucks for her.
Yeah. Akiko has endured a millennia of sadness watching her troops die and get left behind. She wants them in the Syndicate, get them gene therapied up, and create a battalion of immortal soldiers, and her heartache. She has motioned the Syndicate to try and get her marshals inducted. Been refused every time. She's hurting and she's angry.
I could see that.
That's weird.
What does she get for murdering the council? She wouldn't be promoted to a position where she can change the rules and keep her marshals alive between islands. She'd use the murder to scare the new council. The Untouchables became touched by the hand of death. She can argue for increased militarization on the next island, scapegoat it on a citizen, and panic the next council into creating martial law with troops inducted into the Syndicate.
Got it.
Use loyal troops rather than expendable troops. Precisely, Montserrat was always scared of immortal soldiers having dangerous thoughts and leading a coup. If Akiko did this, she'd prove that the threat isn't from the marshals.
Got it.
I
Got
have
any
my
proof?
ways.
Sure do. I pulled this from the Moon database. Ah, yeah, you know that Moon database.
Yeah.
You never know when something like this will come in useful. Ooh. Detail motion table, Grand Marshal IQ4 formally requested. Declined. Unanimous vote. Thanks. Lady, here's more. I haven't got proof, so I'm not charging you for what I'm about to say. Akiko falls in love with her troops. That's why she hurts so much. She has had a string of relationships throughout the island.
That's weird.
Is there someone special on this island?
Don't be coy.
Captain Voth. He's the highest ranking marshal under Akiko. The highest chosen of the guard. Yep. So he was murdered last night.
Weird.
Looks that way. So if her lovers are dying when the island ends, her motive is to kill the council to push her agenda through. Get her marshals into the syndicate and make them immortal.
Sure.
It's a pretty big bet to
Business
make.
is
I agree.
business.
Something doesn't
Sure.
add up. I'm not convinced Voth died
Who
last night.
knows?
Don't tease, lady. That sounds like a
I'm
secret.
glad to be back.
Don't secrets have costs? I'll refund you for our earlier transaction.
I'm still with you. I'm messing with my microphone. Apologies.
It's a deal. Taking my first steps into the secret trading industry. Pleasure doing business. I love that.
Ooh, the investigator is
The
here.
dead marshals outside the council building aren't marshals. The blood doesn't match.
Be careful.
So where are the real marshals? Working on
Thank
it.
you.
If you want to enter the Viper's Nest, you could try the barracks. If I was a marshal looking to lay low, I'd be in there. They don't let anyone in.
Ah,
I'll see what I can find. Ooh! Got my monies back. I did a redemption. Ooh! Hey, Mayday! Hey, May. Oh, she's hella sleeping. Hey, May. Bo loves you. Did you know that? Yeah, Bo. Our bud. She just sighed and told me that she was dreaming of Loba, so I think that's a well wish on the apex. Oh, message moderation logistics. Is it about the names or the commands? Budbo. Good
Okay,
Loba dreams only. Okay. So Akiko just got way more interesting.
Yeah, I mean, understandable why she's got a stick up her butt. I mean, if literally she's having to live through people she's in love with dying over and over and over again.
Yeah.
Interesting. That's definitely, that bumps her up on where she was on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Igra, I hope the root beer is good.
We have root beer? Well, iced root beer. Hell yeah. Hinton, get a soda. Why would Carmelina want to kill the council?
Thank you.
Yeah, take my
Thank
money.
you.
A pleasure doing business. Carmelina isn't allowed on the council. The Silence family were barred from ever being on the council. You remember her father's crime, right? Romeo's fall from
the
grace.
investigator is here.
Excuse me. He was deceived by cosmic deceit. Bingo! Cosmic deceit deceived him with promises of power. Standard stuff. Cosmic deceit wanted Romeo to sacrifice crying grudge in a ritual. That would give cosmic deceit enough power to resurrect. Resurrecting the gods is our mission, but not at the expense of deception and sacrificing other gods.
Thank you.
Romeo was stopped before he could go through with it. His punishment was execution and the rest of his family being barred from the council seat for eternity. Okay.
The investigator is here.
Let's say she killed the
I know my
council.
ways.
You mean how she's on the throne right now? Could she have been sure she would have been on the new council, that the law would be overturned? It's a gamble. She's the architect of Perfect 25. The transition to the new island goes sideways. She's a good candidate to handle it. That's not a sure thing, though. Who knows what other options Judge considered? Impossible to know how they'd interpret the law. If this was her goal, I bet she was planning on bargaining with the new council on the new island, get them to overturn the ruling after delivering Perfect 25. Because Carmelina protested the ruling in the past. She submitted motions to have the ruling overturned and to get on the council. All have been denied, though. Can I see these motions? Of course, I pulled them from the Moon database. Ah, wonderful. I'll give you a little extra for free. I don't know if this helps with anything, though. Hit me. About 25 years ago, Carmelina went into isolation for a year. No one saw her.
Hell?
Any idea
We're in
why?
a dark time.
She said it was for work. She had a new project and didn't want to be disturbed. Nothing ever came of it, though. We were never shown the fruits of her labor.
Sure.
Why do you think this matters? You know when you get a bad feeling and it festers, maybe it just needed to be said out loud? Maybe it means something. I'll see what I find. Oh my god, are we there yet?
Almost. Getting there.
Why would Doomjazz kill the council? We haven't even talked to him. Got the cash to pay for a secret? This is a big one. The Syndicate's origins aren't what they seem. Ooh.
Good.
Okay. Before the first island during the Great Betrayal, Montserrat made a mistake that got Doomjazz's father killed. This was before you joined up with the Syndicate. He was our original military general, a legendary soldier. I'd always heard rumors about him before I joined the Syndicate. There weren't many humans the gods feared, but he was one of them. When the Syndicate fled to the first island, Montserrat made a stupid call to investigate a tomb that was supposed to contain a heavenly
Don't be
weapon.
coy.
He was wrong. There was nothing there. Doomjazz's father attempted to hold off the pursuing armies during Montserrat's folly. It was too much. Our pursuers broke through and killed half the Syndicate before we got
Funny.
away. The incident was struck from history, but some of the existing council members know about
Good
it.
work.
Ice Kiwami likes to talk when he's had a drink and Doomjazz was his closest friend. He let the secret slip. Words are hard. Was. Ice Kiwami had some skeletons in his closet. He got found out the next island was going to be a bad time for him. He took his own life a few years ago. They'd been friends since the Great Betrayal, hadn't they? Eyes got Doomjazz out of the torture chamber where he lost his arms. Doomjazz refused to give up his medical study even as the haunted ziggurat in Scotland was besieged. He was captured, tortured, and fled after Eyes broke him out. They were late joining up with the Syndicate, and Doomjazz missed his father's death.
I want to mention, I want them to release how long it took for whomever did it to come up with all of the names that they've created for this game.
Yeah.
Like how do you create? I mean, we've probably seen 100 unique names that aren't just nonsense words together.
Yeah. Just like the world building. Like, I want to know what that
Yep.
looked like. What do you know about Lydia and
Nice
Sam?
doing business with
I
you.
know that it'll cost you. Yeah. I know about their
What
last
the
job.
hell?
What last
Thank
job?
you.
Back in the day, Lydia told you that after she met Sam, they left the world of assassination for good, right? It isn't that easy. Once you're in the world, you are bound to it until you fulfill all of your duties. An assassin is the most effective tool in the world. All tools have owners. In order to leave their old life behind, Lydia's former master had her do one last job.
Secrets are dangerous.
She had to destabilize a government in Europe. Several dead officials allowed for a regime
That's
change.
strange.
Why didn't she tell me this? We've been friends for millennia. She's ashamed. They vowed to end the killing. Sam helped her do the job. They were in it together. It's not as romantic as a story as they told everyone, is it? Always be suspicious of romantic stories, lady. Life doesn't work like that. They all seems like lines of poetry, almost. Definitely. Is this what the council murder is? A regime change? Who can say? Was it revenge? A crime of passion? Regime change? You've got some investigating to do. You know why Witness would want to kill the council?
Is business.
Let's see your crystal.
Good work.
Beautiful. I know Witness was growing to despise
I have my
Montserrat.
ways.
He was tightening his grip on all of us. Montserrat was giving into paranoia, worried about his precious perfect
Who
island.
knows?
History was repeating. The island was shrouded in fear. We'd all grown complacent and happy in our freedoms. Montserrat had always been building towards a perfect island and a perfect syndicate. As you know, the syndicate was formed with a goal to resurrect our gods. 24 islands in, and we weren't doing a good job.
I have my ways.
Almost all of the pyramids out in the ocean sit empty. Montserrat didn't care, though. He decided that was step 2. Whew.
We're getting there.
Yeah. Montserrat was obsessed with the island
Thank
sequences. He drifted that way. Most of the syndicate are self-serving and followed. Why worry about the gods if you can get a nicer apartment? Why wouldn't Witness want to go along with that? You've been gone a while. Montserrat changed, so did Witness. Witness didn't trust Montserrat
Got
at all.
it.
Has Witness been deceived by a god? Not that I'm aware of. I've never had that suspicion. I think this is just some self-radicalization.
Don't be coy.
He slipped further and further into worship and fear of the astral masters. You don't need to be deceived into being a servant when you've got a healthy dose of the end times fear in you. So witness murderers. Witness murder.
Witness murders the council.
Yeah,
to put fear into the council.
murderers. I just kept. Yeah.
Yep, you're good.
I can do it. So Witness murders the council to put the fear of the gods into them and refocus the syndicate on our holy mission. I'm not saying that's what happened, but if you want to pin a motive on Witness, it's what I'd go with. Witness believes we're heading for the end times. How can we have end times if our gods are dead or dormant? Only a handful of gods came to Earth. The rest of them are out there. The gods are self-serving morons. They've never looked out for their own kind. Take it up with Witness. I have no time for religious debates. Oh, thank God. Get me out of here. May your journey be endless and may you reach the moon.
It makes sense that she has the most dialogue because she's selling dirt on people.
Yeah.
I do wonder if some of that is because we didn't hang out with her at all the first time.
Ooh, we got some. Yes, my Windows.
Space!
My actually like Mac OS desktop. Actually, let's save because that was a lot, and I don't want to do it again.
We should get fast travel to Witnesses or to Crimson's area.
Okay.
Because we're gonna have to come back here once we find that other unlock.
Okay. What sucks is we unlock it, but then we have to use blood crystals to use it. So.
We do?
I think so. My
I don't
eye
think so.
is twitching. Hold on. Boop. Quickly travel to other locations you've unlocked.
Oh, wow.
See? See?
I did not know that.
Okay, so my eye's twitching. That's super cool of it. But I don't need this right now.
I've been actually having that happen like over the last week, and it'll just like kind of twitch my eyes shut, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And then it goes away after a while. If it keeps up, I'm gonna talk to a medical practitioner.
Yeah. What? Ooh.
I hear you. It's back there.
Yeah. Ooh!
It is a vending machine.
Yes. Browse cold refreshments.
I don't have to track this anymore.
No. Kill the thirst obtained. A crisp light beer. The thirst must be killed so we can move on. I hear
Well,
that.
okay then.
Let's.
Hap. Hap. I'm gonna keep saying that. I apologize.
No, you should. It's good. Oh, how y'all doing? You doing good? I'm just reading some literature.
I will do the next sets of reading. You had a large stint there.
Yeah, what the hell?
We're gonna give them a chance to let their vocal cords rest, Jack.
Ooh!
Vending
Yes.
machine.
I love this.
Oh crap! Hold on. Let me
Evening
check
haze
something.
obtained. A grape-flavored carbonated alcoholic drink. It's delicious. Too delicious. Dangerously
What was
delicious.
that one?
Delicious. Evening haze.
No, but that was like A2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
We've gotten that before.
But we haven't. But if I go here now, it'll say.
I think that's for the vending machine. That's not the drink.
Ass.
Shit. Wait. Go to the computer. Inventory? Relics? Oop.
Okay. Let me just. Okay. Ah. Power of goat, pillar flower, tropical demolition, indefinable
write these down.
spectrum, evening haze, kill the thirst, lost mountain water, cute tamago phone charm.
That's great. Indefinable spectrum. Go up a little bit. Tropical demolition. That's such a good name. Got that one. And the next one? Pillar flower. Okay.
Okay.
So then the question is, do we actually need to buy unique sodas, or is it just us buying sodas?
Yeah.
Right? We'll see what happens by the time we get another one. Or another conversation with the mascot computer. Probably have to go upstairs.
Yeah, I was just trying to. Ooh.
You're going to hear me say it a lot on Secret Crush. Hap!
Hap is a health insurance around here? Or around. Yeah. Ooh.
Ah, hell.
Are you above
Let's
me?
go all the way up on this side and then see if we can go down the other way.
Ah!
Oh, and there's another one up there, too. Hap.
Probably safer way to do. Oh! Okay. Did it
Everything.
Oh. If you collect all the coin crystals, do you unlock a Mario mustache? I hope so.
One can only hope.
I would love that for all of us.
But especially for you.
And perfect dominoes obtained. Good for killing time. Okay. Oh god.
Ooh. Talking about Domino's made me think about pizza. Sorry, I'm hungry.
Ooh! Parkour!
Parkour.
The Way of Blood Bar. Everywhere you go, there's the hum. The whole island hums with something.
Is it Dread?
No, maybe. I think it's secrets. They take on a life of their own. They become tangible.
Secret's called Dread.
Maybe. Every game has mustache unlocks now. It's the rules. It's true. Lady Love Dies with a... what type of mustache would Lady Love Dies have?
Ooh. Either like a really fancy curly mustache, or...
like very full.
Yeah.
Like
or she would go like full Mike Hagar.
Ooh. I could...
Because that's a power mustache. Don't forget there's that one you need to drop down to here.
Yeah. Nope. It didn't work.
No!
It didn't work. I tried to
Oh,
like...
my shins! Go up the other stairs to get the one that was on the stairs.
Dude. I need like that Spanish Flea by Herb Alpert in the Tijuana Brass, like that and it's like wacky music. It's a very good song actually. Oh damn! I couldn't jump mash A and turn my. I couldn't do it all. Sorry, y'all. This is bad. Oh god. Sorry,
You've
that
gone
was
too far.
horrible. What?
Just you jump from there.
Ooh.
Oh, don't even jump.
Praise
All right.
purity perfection. Also, I am dizzy from doing that little shimmy. Ooh, look at all
Then
those
we gotta go.
treats.
Oh boy. Well, don't forget there's that other one that's all the way at the top of the stairs on the left.
No.
No? Okay. Hey, you're at the helm. It's your choice.
Yeah.
I
Ooh,
will only control
so
your
many-
OCD if it becomes a problem.
So many soda machines. Or maybe they're just posters. C2.
Water.
Please, I'm trying to eat lunch, not lose it. Sorry. Water obtained. Water, plain water. Stay hydrated. Take a nice big gulp of cold water. Enjoy a few minutes of doing nothing but drinking water once an hour. What is wrong with you people? Just drink water. That's very good.
It's not wrong.
I have water here right now, and I have not touched it.
You should probably at least take some water.
I have... Okay, fine.
Look, the soda machine was just yelling at you. What is wrong with you? Take some water.
Ooh, I did a thing.
Yeah, but how do we get up to the thing that you want?
Um,
Oh, probably to the fence on the right, and then jump to the fence on the left. Look at that.
I love it.
Oh, how do you get to that?
Oh no.
Wait. What is that thing right in front of us?
An oasis in this tropical heat? No. Does it make me faster though?
I can't answer that for you. You got the blood crystals.
The water in paradise is good. I feel like I've gotten a little pep in my step now. Feels like if I was in the air, I could just dash around.
Excuse me?
Air dash?
Sorry. What
Oh.
now?
Tap sprint button while in the... Okay, these islands are weird. I'm sorry.
What is going on?
Oh my god.
That's not a dash, that's a teleport. What is happening here? This is... Edgar, you got your Dishonored in our investigation game.
Ah, shit.
I bet you with your air dash you can get from where we got that last one and dash on top of this thing.
I think... Damn it. Okay.
No.
Nope. I want you, though. Okay, we'll try. Come on.
Get onto the small box first.
Ooh! I'm just showing off now.
Mm-hmm. So get all the way up to the top.
Oh, shit!
Oh! We're gonna have to learn how to judge that.
Oh!
There you go.
Got it. That was the easiest way to do that, I guess. Whatever. Oh my god. Okay.
I had to give Kia a kiss.
Aww.
She was asking me about dinner. And I'm like, I'm hungry, but I have leftovers, so I appreciate it. I have tikka masala chicken.
Green crest, it looks like it will fit into something. Beautiful. Wonderful. Yeah. Okay.
No, I thought those... Are we gonna get a double jump? Is that what's coming? Is that what's gonna happen? Is this secretly Castlevania?
What is this? What is this GD corridor doing here?
Yeah, there's no door. That's weird. Oh, maybe that's like if you fell into that area on the way back.
Did you see that shit?
I sure did. Hey, it's our buddy.
So, this is for science. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's not a teleport.
No, but
That'd
okay.
be rad, though.
Watch.
You can dash up.
Right. So
That's useful.
we've been here. We've Right? Yeah, we were here. Where's our bud, though?
Okay, at least that one I understood why automod blocked it.
What? I'm hoping for a spin dash and a butt pound.
I believe the term you're looking for, Hinton, is
The ground
butt
pound?
stomp.
Oh, butt stomp.
Or ground pound, yes. But that Hinton combined the two of them to do to say something
Hey.
that automod was not happy with.
But we got it.
Yep.
A tower that broadcasts music to the speakers. Names are difficult, yes. Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, okay, good. I did mute myself for that. I just had an uncontrollable yawn.
Vicious tape. And the one. Gaudy blood pendant, you know.
Wait, did we not talk to our buddy?
I didn't see him. Oh.
You just walked by him like 4 times.
Sorry.
This paradise is creeping me out.
When the veil falls and the naked body of crime is exposed, the island begins to crumble. The balance is tilted and the illusion falls apart.
That's poetic.
I'm trying it out. I know you think I'm an asshole. I'm giving speaking nice a go. Hard, though.
I'm glad to be back.
You're doing well.
You're making me blush, loved eyes. Peace.
Bye.
Oop, I'm stuck on a tree.
I hear it. What? Why are these doors? These doors are tiny. What is going on here? Look at how small that door. Like, look straight forward.
Have you?
There it is. Get an air dash
Oh.
now. Oh, but you bumped your head.
Okay, hold on.
Wow, that's really good. Now you can jump dash. Yeah.
This game is fucking great.
Which is telling me that we now have to find more foot baths.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Dash? Uh-oh.
SOS. Okay.
There we go. Okay. Yeah, you had to finagle it.
I just tried to spam crouch and jump at the same time to, like, get out of there. Inaccurate alarm clock. Okay, so we haven't been in this area at all.
We can tell by the items still being around.
Hey.
I'm not joking. I mean, that's a way that we can tell.
Yeah. Ooh, treasure. Oh god.
Oh.
I'm a profesh. It'd be neat if your character model just got bigger over the course of the game while everything else stayed the same. Yes.
Giant woman!
The island is slowly shrinking. I just turned that on. Oh!
Hey, buddy.
You're gonna have to jump.
Aha! Got him!
Gazing across an endless cosmic desert. Drifting through an abyssal sea. Dreaming of an antique summit, a monolithic city overlooking an impossible cavern. All the good shit, you know?
Okay.
This song is so
Bye,
good.
Shinji.
I like that Edgar just started singing. Oh, dog, dog, dog! The dog!
Dog. Go talk to
dog.
dog. Go talk to that Shiba boy.
Oh, hold on, treasures. Did you see that indecisiveness?
That was real panic right there.
I was like, the dog's not gonna go anywhere.
Hello.
Bear-chan!
That's strange.
What's a dog doing here?
Woof.
Ooh, the investigator.
Your name
is
tag
here.
says Bear-chan. Is that your name, Bear-chan?
Woof.
You look expectant. Are you after treats?
Woof. Woof.
This is the best game in the world. I'll see if I can find you some treats.
We're gonna find that dog a
Okay,
dog bone.
we gotta,
That's the law.
my eyes twitching and nothing has, I mean, I always cared about this game since we started playing it. This is too far. We gotta find treats. Pivot. What is this?
Does anybody have any dog treats? They're just running through the city.
Yeah. The island's been vacated. But I need treats. Okay, and it's not a. Oh, we just T-posing?
Hello.
Hello.
Or doing Michael Jackson impersonations. Will you join us?
Join who?
Join our group of citizens fighting for more power.
Are you aware you're the only one here and that you're a ghost?
Just another obstacle put in our way by the abusive and corrupt council. We're fighting to end the corruption and free the workers of the agri-fields and deep factory.
Free them? Are they slaves?
They are used as pawns in a game of corporate corruption. Spent and used for the benefit of the powerful. We must end it.
Sure.
Are you aware that there are no citizens left on this island?
I'm still here.
Your existence is more of a technicality at this point, no offense.
As I was escorted to the ritual slaughter, to the end of this island. As I was escorted to the ritual slaughter to end this island and bring in the next, I made a vow that if there was any afterlife, I would continue to fight. I guess that's why I remain. I'm here to deliver our message.
Got it.
And what is that message?
I have evidence of the corruption. I took it from the factory.
Can I see it?
At the farm when the marshals dragged me to the slaughter. They ripped the envelope from my hands and tossed it aside. Please, will you find it for me?
I need to investigate.
Yes,
After
but have
we-
you seen any dog bones?
Yeah. After we find the dog bones. Okay,
Remember,
yes.
the envelope will be somewhere at the farm. Please
I'm-
find it and bring it.
We're out. We need to help the dog. Thank you.
Ready? Oh, we already found it. I mean, I don't want the citizens to continue to be used as powers for the engine, but it's up to you and what you think.
So we need to
Love
accept,
do.
right? That's
Sure, yeah. Really? You will?
such a relief
Oh,
for
it's
years.
such a relief. For years, we've wanted someone with influence to join us. And
I'm
finally
so
have it.
sorry. I'm so focused
I know
on the
you
dog.
want the dog. Yes. I feel like I've achieved my purpose. Can't take this to the next island. I'm already fading from this world. Please, you take it. What did that demon give it to me anyway? Take it and build a better world.
Oh,
okay.
Oh, we got two. Beautiful. Love it.
Dog,
Okay.
dog, 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 dog.
Okay, this is a blood crystal, so let's grab it while we're here, though. Hello?
Dash time.
Oh my god.
We're gonna get into so much trouble with that.
Oh my shit! Oh, the blood crystal. But... Ooh.
Dog, 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 dog.
Ha. Ha.
We don't
Oh.
find it. I will outright look up where the heck this
I'm
dog
actually
is.
okay with you looking it up because I very much
Okay.
care about this dog.
Bear-chan.
Bear-chan. I got Shinji for you.
How many dead bodies have you seen?
I don't like this.
Enough to last a lifetime.
That must be a lot since you're immortal.
Ah,
A lot has happened on these islands.
Really wicked shit, I bet. Would love to have seen it.
Okay. We have the high ground here. Let's just take a little gander.
Second heaven is where the bear treat is, or the dog treat is.
Second. Map.
If I can find out where second heaven is.
Made up.
We are looking to get to Danchi.
I saw it.
Which we had. Yeah, there it is.
That's where we need to go?
Oh, south. Yep.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
So basically, after we get to Danchi, we're looking for a ramp and a bridge.
Okay.
Basically, second heaven is a convenience store. Oh, like that was talking about second heaven, so we're in the right area.
I'm stuck.
Might be up there. Talked about.
Oh no!
Oh.
Got it.
Yeah.
How's your day going, Love Dice? Having a good time?
Sure.
Having a blast?
Investigation is in my blood.
See a doctor about that. That's the spirit. Screw the murdered council. As long as you're getting yours,
That's weird.
That's not what I meant.
later's gotta shoot.
Oh my god. Okay.
Alright, so we're looking for a ramp and a bridge. There's
Bridge?
a ramp. That's the bridge we're looking for. Because there should be a shack somewhere.
Do you know what it looks like? Like, if you see it?
No, I haven't got the picture. But I will look.
It's very quiet over here.
So it is the Citizen Housing District, so we're in the right area.
Wait, is it that?
Yes.
Run. I fucking love it. Hi, hello, thank you. Loyalty level. Beautiful. I don't know, that CD, I don't know why, it made me think of, have you ever watched the movie Unicorn City?
No, but it sounds interesting.
We should have a movie night. Unicorn City is, the whole premise is, a guy's in a D&D campaign, and there must be above.
Yeah, gotta be above the building.
Yeah.
Or below, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh. That's fun. A dude is in a D&D campaign. He gets ejected from it while he's also, like, living with his brother, running a taco truck, and he's applying for a job with, Warlocks of the Beach.
Okay.
And they're like, yeah, like, you're super cool and, like, very passionate about, like, what we're doing here, but you don't have, like, any management experience. He's like, oh, like, I super do. Give me a little bit and I'll put together a project for you to show you. So the whole movie is him. Sorry, I'm also traversing this magical place. Is also him creating a LARPing area where he exhibits his managerial skills.
Okay.
And that's the whole movie. And there's like a love story. It kind of has like Napoleon Dynamite vibes. Priest employee card. Damn, I thought...
Now we gotta find our way back to Berchan.
Was that it?
You got the dog treats.
Did I?
You picked them up. Yeah, you picked them up while you were talking about Unicorn City.
Fuck. Oh yeah, look at that. Shit. Sorry, I really love Unicorn City, and I've been meaning to watch it, and I haven't in a long time. And it's also a movie
I thought you were going to say The Last Unicorn. I'm like, fuck yeah, I've seen The Last Unicorn. That movie's awesome.
I have not seen The Last Unicorn.
Okay, well, we were going to have a unicorn movie night, and we'll watch Unicorn City and then The Last Unicorn.
And Secret Crush has to join, I feel like. Oh! Saw that blood crystal from a mile away!
We'll warn you that The Last Unicorn is an anime movie that is beautiful, but also exceptionally, what's the term I would use for that?
How do I get...
Bittersweet? Morose?
Dog. I overshot it. I overshot the dog.
Bear chan.
Here, bud. I'm gonna squat. Hi, bud. Here you go. Enjoy.
Woof.
Kind of looks like May, but just orange. Good girl. Oh,
yeah.
Shipping Christ. And we got a blood crystal. A blood crystal? Why do you have a blood crystal? I don't know why I even question the things that happen on these islands anymore. Good girl. Thank you, Bear-chan.
Thank you, Unsecret Crush. That's the right word. Melancholy. Or, as a friend of mine once thought it was pronounced, Malechally.
Malechally. I love that.
I laughed so uncontrollably the first time that she said it. And then I told her, like, hey, it's fine, but this is how this is said. Don't worry about it. It's amazing. And I'm going to start using that now.
I mean, but if you only read a word...
English is dumb, like, flat out.
Yeah,
100%.
it's bad. Siani tea, a delicious green tea that is known to help you remain calm, collected, and in the face of cosmic insanity. Other flavors were introduced, but all failed.
Sanity. Uh-oh. Hold on, I've lost connection to my notes.
Uh-oh. I simply refuse to use English. That's wise, Hinton.
Is Notion down? No, Notion's up.
Oh, our bud's over there. I can just yeet myself towards you. Ooh, treasure.
Recording obtained.
I'm going to find out what's going on. This isn't right. The island feels wrong. I'm going to blow this wide open. The syndicate. This island feels wrong. Okay.
Weird. Notion's having issues. Let me get back into
I'll be
my
Shinji.
online version.
You're in it neck deep, up to your eyes
in crime. Wait, where'd it go? On a battlefield with psychos and criminals.
Hello. What? I nailed it? Oh, the voice, thank you. That's my job.
You cool with it?
The investigator is here.
You can't investigate if there aren't crimes.
So what you're saying is that you never want to wipe out crime because then you'll have nothing to do.
That's one way of looking at it.
The only way you look at me. You already asked me.
Oh my god. This is true.
I mean,
Hinton.
she's not the cops. She's not there to stop crime. She's just there to investigate what happens after crime occurs.
This jump is buck wild, and I freaking love it. It's probably a nightmare to watch, though, and I'm so sorry, but I can't stop. Edgar was like, you don't need any more blood crystals. You have so many, and I was like, never enough. Okay, let's go. Let's go. Then again, how can I be mad at the language that gave Mario the butt pound? Right.
I don't think that's not a...
It happened. It happened. Island sequence 023. Memento obtained. 23rd island sequence. This one is nearly perfect. It lasts for so long. Blah, blah, blah. Hello. I love the filler, oh, it's not from the other side. The filler of, like, all the air conditioners. Oh, hello. Look at you. Shake-a-rooney that beverage. You okay? Mayday's just standing behind me, wagging her tail, but is refusing to go downstairs.
Hello, Mayday.
She's a sweet bee. A tower that broadcasts music. This is wonderful. Whose blood is in those crystals anyway? I mean, they murder a lot of people, so they probably just, like, crystallize their body parts. But let's just... This is Lydia's husband? Or boyfriend?
Husband.
Husband. Checking out these shoes. Hello?
Sam Daybreak.
Bar master.
Hey, Aldi.
I heard you were back. This is the voice we're gonna have to live with now.
Sam Daybreak,
Hold
bar
on.
master. Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me switch over.
Oh, the voice.
Bar master. Born in the shadow of the dragon in Turkey in AD 999, under the sign of the Shadow Zero. Sam took to killing like breathing. He killed to survive on the streets, and then killed as a soldier just before killing for fun. He became a hitman extraordinaire under the banner of Shadow Zero. He met Lydia on the battlefield. They battled for 2 weeks, destroying the town of Roz 009. Lydia claimed victory and stabbed Sam through the heart. While fighting, he had fallen in love with Lydia, and in his moment of death, refused to leave her. His skin fell away, his skeleton hardened, becoming a deep red as he confessed his love for her. That's really not how this works. She too had fallen for him and accepted his confession. They fled to get married. He renounced his murderous ways and refused to commit harm to others.
What?
Starlight's filling you in, isn't she? Forgotten about us during exile? I suppose isolation clouds the minds, doesn't it?
I'm glad to be back.
Hey, Sam. It's been a while. Nice jacket.
You noticed? It was a gift from Lydia.
She always had good taste.
Doesn't she? Lydia's missed drinking with you.
I missed you too as well. You're the only normal people on these islands.
That's nice of you to say, LD.
Considering I'm a skeleton man.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, their sex life must not be very interesting.
Or, I don't know. I feel like
very
this is...
interesting.
Yeah, I feel like this place is well suited to provide any of your desires.
You talking about sexual accessories?
Yeah.
I will mention, chat, it is near impossible to embarrass me, so I will gladly say the most random nonsense. Anyway, it would be nicer if you were back under better circumstances, wouldn't it?
Got it.
Syndicate is in a bad place.
What do you believe, Aldi?
Devastating, isn't it? Devastating isn't? They're
Yeah.
missing a word.
It's devastating, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. Well,
Our friends and colleagues have been taken from us.
I have a bad feeling about this.
there's not a lot of wailing grieving going
I am
on.
under suspicion, Aldi.
We've existed for unknown epochs of time, haven't we? Or epochs of time, haven't we? It gives everybody a different perspective on things.
Ooh, the investigator
How is the
here.
whiskey blend on this island?
Some vanilla, caramel, spice, and just a hint of smoke. The spice is unusual. Whiskey tastes like the island it's made on. This has been a peaceful island, and the caramel and vanilla are in harmony. spice twists in your mouth. It coils and slips between other flavors.
What's the whiskey telling you, Sam?
Is this a joke, Aldi?
I don't know what that real voice is supposed to be, so I can't reproduce
Yeah, I have
that.
no idea.
There's something under the surface. Something that twists. Something that has moved between us all. You can feel it, too. You can feel it, too? Anything I can help you with?
Oh my god.
Oh, boy, I got a lot of reading to do. Okay.
I mean, I'll do her, you do him.
Okay.
Question, your alibi. Where were you at the time of the murder, Sam?
Am I under suspicion, LD?
Don't test me.
Sam, I'm an investigator.
You know who he kind of sounds like? What's his name? Dude was in No Country for Old Men and James Bond. What is his name? Javier Bardem.
Oh.
Of course, LD. We
See that.
must all cooperate, mustn't we? Lydia's taken me to the Paradise Gate.
Fancy
Or Lydia had taken me. I finished packing up the bar. Spent a few minutes taking the place in. Couldn't have expected to be back here, could I? He's got 2 whiskeys.
Well, he has the decanter he poured into his rocks glass. What time did you leave the bar?
I let Yuri know I was good to go. Lydia came to get me, and we went to the gates. She picked me up about 10 to midnight. We arrived at the gates about 5 to midnight.
Any proof?
Nightmare computers at the gates will have the logs.
I'll check them out.
One down.
Does Yuri come in here?
That's private, LD. Why do you ask, LD?
He's after my time and Lydia mentioned him. I don't know him. People speak to bartenders, pour their heart out after a bad day.
Yeah, he does come in from time to time. We all need a drink, right?
Also, can you see that poster of them in the background? I can't stop staring at it.
It's good.
It's very good. What's his drink of choice?
My unique blend.
I don't even know what he just said. He likes high-end wine. He doesn't know what he's talking about, though.
He's trying to look the part.
You're right.
What can you tell me about him?
He's a power boy. All he thinks about is power and ambition.
He wants to be on the council?
Sure does. Maybe he finally snapped.
That's weird.
Snapped?
My unique blend.
My unique blends?
Sounds right.
I hate it.
All he wants is to pursue his ambition. I voted against him in one of his numerous motions, and he came across the room at me. He's angry and impatient. He thinks he's ready to run the show. Don't all young people, though?
How many dogs went to the bathroom? 0. 0 dogs decided to go outside.
They went outside. They didn't
Oh,
go back.
oh, we went outside. We did not go to the bathroom. Do any of y'all have the thing where if there was so we had a storm earlier, and
Yeah.
lightning struck outside of our apartment in Denver a while back. Like Wesley's 7, and lightning struck outside the house, and he was just like, no, thank you, good day.
Yeah,
and
he
now
won't go outside for the rest of the day if there's a
yeah,
storm out.
they really like. Maybe we'll go outside if it's snow. Like they're fine with snow, but if it's rain, they don't want it. They don't want it near them. So like he'll hold it until tomorrow morning. We're gonna go after stream, of course, but he'll just be like, "No, I'm good. No, thank you."
Then it's like, this is not the right time.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. But also, Mayday in snow is so cute because she's kind of squat, So it's usually like up to her, like her mid neck. So it's just her head, and she's like, "Hello."
Yeah, B is a tiny girl and has a ton of fun in the snow, but then also misjudges the height sometimes.
Ugh.
Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst?
Did you? I'm very confused.
What?
Just on. Oop.
Oop.
It's fine. I am confused, but not about the game. Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst?
Lydia couldn't contact Yuri for a while. Was that because of a blackout?
That's what I'm trying to find out. Did you see Yuri last night?
Is this a joke, LD?
I think that was, is this a joke, LD? Lydia tried phoning him. You should ask her, shouldn't you?
What do you know about K Hex's disappearance?
I don't think I can help you on this one, can I?
Okay, check out his place. Did you see the architect last night? Oh, so we're like a we're like a fun, we're not very helpful is what I'm seeing here.
Have you asked the architect, LD? That'd be my first stop, wouldn't it? Also, can we talk about him having a horn?
Yeah, well, his body, when he died, his skin melted away, and then his bones became red and hard.
Yeah, but they didn't talk about growing a horn.
Well, maybe a god blessed him here in the space. Did you see Crimson last night?
Sometimes she stops by for a drink in the evenings, but I didn't see her until the crisis meeting last night, LD. You should speak to her, shouldn't you?
Very helpful, sir.
I mean, I would gladly go through this quickly.
Yeah. Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night?
True, LD.
Been to the desolation cell yet, LD? You should ask Akiko, shouldn't you?
Dude, we had to work so hard to get over here, and you're just gonna be like, go talk to everyone else. Did you see Witness to the End last night?
I got nothing except what I heard at the crisis meeting, LD. He was in the apartment with Carmelina. You should ask them, shouldn't you?
What do you know about the escape last night?
Man, you really don't know anything, do you, Sam?
He's the worst. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
True, LD.
Dead Zone's bad news, LD. If you looked into a crime for a decade ago, you're gonna have to stare into the hell coffin. I'm sorry, the what?
We gotta go to a hell coffin.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
Ooh.
Any idea why Lydia's knife was outside the penthouse?
Don't take through, LD.
No idea, LD. You sure it's hers? He looked mad when he said that.
Don't.
It has an engraving from you.
Well, that is her knife. No idea why he found it there, though. Have you asked her about it? No, we didn't, actually.
Do you know anything about the murder of the martial guards outside the council building?
That's a what? I don't do ILD. It's terrible business.
What do you know about the second Holy Seal? Dude,
Mystery, isn't it?
he's
Not
the
for me
worst.
to know, is it?
The worst.
I mean, it's all he just doesn't know, right? So that's
Yeah, but we
or at
had-
least says he doesn't know.
He's so out of the way for nothing.
so far.
Yeah. Can you think of anyone that would want to kill the council?
Kill the council? Crime of the century? Of the millennium?
What?
He's gonna say nah. I don't think I do, LD. I'm really sorry I can't be of more help. Everyone here is a loyal member of the syndicate, aren't they?
Got it.
I hope that's true. You think Henry really did this, Sammy?
It's hard to say, isn't it? It's a hell of a crime. What do you believe, LD?
I'm still making my truth.
Akiko found him in the council Akiko found him with council blood in his stomach. That's messed up, isn't it? Man, if somebody held him down and fed him full of a bunch of other people's blood, clearly a sicko.
Got it.
That's what I'm trying to work out. What about your motive?
Sure thing, LD. What do you need to know?
Got anything you'd like to tell me?
Don't think so, LD. We're happy. Sure.
Everyone has a motive. They just need to think harder, Sam.
That's true, LD.
Without a doubt. Wow.
Hang with Sam?
I don't want to.
Fancy a drink?
What do you recommend, Sam?
How long since you had a drink?
The investigator.
3
is
million
here.
days.
Oh. Do you like catching up?
Hit me. Make it a large one.
Fancy a drink?
How about starting with the highball?
Of what?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Please enjoy.
Oh, I'm glad to be back.
Oh, that's a good highball, Sam, of a miscellaneous beverage. Thank you.
Too kind, LD. I'm still practicing. This is Dead Nebula.
It's hard to say.
Beyond Horizon. Nice blended whiskey. Has a crisp flavor and a sweet, smoky aroma. Goes perfectly with the soda water, and I'm halfway between Boston and New York at this point.
Yeah, I don't
soda
hate
water and a garnish of mint to make a nice highball.
You've been running a bar for longer than I've been alive. You're a master.
My only plant.
Always something new to learn and improve, isn't there?
You said it, Sammy. The endless pursuit.
A curse and a blessing in it.
Got it.
Creates a relentless mind frustrated by not being able to practice, but in the moment of doing, you are in heaven. I can read.
Precisely.
The key to a highball, is ice. Oh, that's you. Sorry.
You're right. The ice is frozen at negative 20 degrees Celsius. Holy shit. Makes the ice harder so it doesn't melt. You can enjoy the taste of the ingredients without them being diluted.
Fancy a drink?
Ice is cut to provide a tight fit in the glass. Highball has to be stirred gently so the soda doesn't fizz. You stir without moving with the ice moving apart. It chills nicely, doesn't it?
You always make the perfect drink.
Is this a joke, LD?
Please, LD, I'm still learning.
I need to go and breathe life back into paradise. Good to talk to you, Sam.
It's always a pleasure, LD. Please stop in again, won't you?
Absolutely. Okay. Goodbye.
All right.
May you always live in the shadows. May you reach the moon.
May you
Blah,
reach
blah,
the
blah,
moon.
blah, 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 blah. I'm irritated.
That
That did...
So,
Pat. Pat.
oh, I hear it. Is it
Oh.
higher? Oh,
Oh, God.
oh, there was ladders.
Oh, damn it.
Why do it?
Why do what?
The crime, the murder, the paradise killing.
To reshape the world. When you pull a trigger or thrust a knife, the world branches. The old world is gone. It exists in history. Oh, it's
Is it
me.
still you?
Then history is forgotten. The world is remade or reshaped. It depends. We all live in the new world after that.
The world must get reshaped a lot.
More than you know. gothic second whiskey. Oh, from the outside. Nice. I just yeeted us up here. Yeah.
As you
Shinji.
do. I'm
Okay.
half tempted to get that laugh sound as the alert for the for your channel,
Oh,
but
jeez.
I think it might drive me mad, so no.
Fair.
I could really go for a cocktail.
How?
How did you get into cocktails?
When the bar closes, I hang out on the roof and down whatever's left. Cocktails are one of the few good things humans have made.
Sure.
What's your favorite?
I like a nice mojito. Lots of rum and mint.
I don't like
You should
this.
stop this conversation. It's been so long since I've had a mojito.
Grab a few and watch the island die.
No can do.
Whatever.
Did not enjoy mojitos. when
I
drank.
also have not had one where I've been like, this has been a pleasant experience.
Yep. I think that's everything. I'm not hearing any sounds.
Ah!
What is going on over there?
No, yes.
Is it that chess piece?
Nope.
Oh, it's the marshal's place. Yeah, it was the place we couldn't get into because they were blocking the door. Could we get in back way?
I don't think we haven't been over here. 100%.
We have. We could not enter because the
Oh, did we
the
go
marshal
like
wouldn't let
the
us in.
backside?
Well, we went the normal way, and then the marshal said that we couldn't enter in. There was a fenced area blocking the way into this.
Well,
Not anymore.
sorry, girl. Ooh. Oh God, I lost my edge. Ooh.
Lost a groove. Don't know what that turned on, but sure, why not?
We heard it move. Just climbing up the side of that. Ah. Hey, bud.
What's the shape of crime, Love Dies?
The shape?
Like a metaphor or something. What shape does crime take?
Got it.
Some crimes are a pyramid, wide at the bottom, but the solution is a narrow point. Some crimes are an inverse pyramid, balancing precariously on a single point with a frighteningly wide conspiracy.
You really did have a lot of time up in the Idle Lands, didn't you?
Yep.
Bye, Shinji. Oh yeah, now we basically go, we don't need your doors. You think we're gonna be able to use it? Nope.
Don't have pyramids.
Need pyramids.
Ass.
I wish we could mark on the map ones that we haven't done.
Ooh,
Just blow the building up.
there's a thing over
Oh wait, we don't have
here.
our gun.
We don't have a gun. Blood crystals. Okay. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh wait, that's where what's her face is, and then we have something that's down here to do, don't we?
I don't think we have anything there to do. I think that's just where the second seal is located at. Oh boy. Oh boy.
It's fine.
Let's figure out a goal, because we're getting near the normal time that we stop.
Ooh, are we?
Who do we need to talk to?
I'm just in it right now. I'm gonna talk to Lydia because she's up here.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
And we have shit since we've seen her. Sup, boo
Lydia.
boo. The
Why was
fairy
your knife?
woman. Let's hang out, baby girl. Let's just like pal around and then I'll accuse you of shit.
Let's go for a drive, LD.
Okay, the voice just makes me think of Garnet because I'm watching Steven Universe again and I like can't even.
Yeah, that's very similar.
Your jacket doesn't smell too bad. Well, ain't
I
you?
can read for it.
I got it. Well, ain't you a
Okay.
charmer, LD?
Are you
Sorry.
sure you want to go down this route again?
Even thought about replacing it? You're out of your mind. You never replace a battle jacket. It becomes part of your life, part of you. It's been millennia. And it'll be millennia more. What are you painting at the moment? Abstract stuff. This island has existed for centuries. What does it mean to me? That kind of thing. I'm curious, like, I want to be supportive, but I also want to be like, what does it mean to you? You know what I mean? But I don't know how this is written. I don't know if it's exploring, like what does she mean in general, or the specificity.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it though. What does it? Yeah, thank God. It's complicated. Everything is. One day hope, one day despair, one day excitement, one day boredom. I want to capture that. I want people to see the island and how they feel about it in each painting. It must be hard, island. It must be a hard island to paint. Why? There's a lot of history here. I have to focus, block that out. Concentrate on how the island makes me feel in the moment. The beach okay again, LD? Perfect. Are you just dropping me off somewhere? You asked. Do I have to run back to you?
Come on, LD.
I have something I think we should discuss.
The island feels bad.
It's probably nothing,
sure.
LD. Nothing is probably something.
Why?
K-Man is missing, right? K-Man?
Come on, LD.
Sorry, K-Hex. Yeah, he is.
The island feels bad.
This probably has nothing to do with it, but I liked hanging with K-Man, so I wanted to tell you. The other day, Yuri started freaking out in the HQ, totally went off at one of the
Don't
assistants.
test me.
How does this relate to K-Hex? He was looking for his ring. It's a nice ring that he commissioned from K-Hex.
The investigator is
Can you describe
here.
it?
God damn it.
It's an ornate thing. The metalwork is over the top, lots of overlapping bands. It isn't K-Man's normal style, but Yuri insisted. It's got a big blue sapphire in it. Why was he yelling at the assistant? Yuri was lashing out. He'd lost the ring and was going berserk about it.
Complicated.
Do you think this is relevant? I want to help K-Man, you know? I think it is. Thanks, Lydia. We saw a ring in his place.
Mm-hmm.
Let's... Oh, God.
When love dies,
Sorry to ask, Lydia,
all that
but I
remains
need you to
are
tell
the
me about the
facts.
last job you did.
What are you talking about, LD?
You mean moving us to the next island? No, the regime change in Europe before the Syndicate.
Huh?
Who the hell told you about that? Wait, it was acid, wasn't it?
Complicated.
What does this have to do with the council murder?
I have a bad feeling about
The
this.
murder has all the hallmarks of a regime
What
change.
the hell are you talking about?
Oh, give me a break, LD. Me and Sammy were assassins. We did assassin shit. It was the last job we had to do to buy our freedom. That
He's
was
getting awfully defensive.
Yeah, that was a millennia ago. A different epoch or epic? How do you say that? Epoch. It was nothing to do.
I think it is epic.
Okay. Well, I'm
But
gonna
I
go
could be wrong.
with that. It has nothing to do with last night. Had to ask. No, you didn't. Yes, I did, bitch. Ooh, shit.
Why?
Why are your tire tracks on the
Come
penthouse?
on, LD.
LD, that wasn't from last night. When was it then? A couple of weeks ago, I went up there to think. The sunset looked so good up there.
Yeah, I say the bottom one.
Sure you weren't up to a little
What the
infiltration?
hell are you talking about?
Really think I was on the roof of the council building trying to break in?
Sure.
Somebody got in.
Knife.
I found your knife outside the penthouse. What knife? It's a combat knife that's engraved with a message from Sam.
Right on, LD.
You found my knife? I've been looking for that for ages. It disappeared a while ago. Disappeared?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I couldn't find it one day, like it just up and vanished.
Strange.
Do many things vanish around here, or is it just your knife that mysteriously vanished and then appeared outside a crime scene?
Come on, LD.
Come on, LD, you never lost something before? Do you know why the blade is damaged? Not much need for a combat knife on this island, so it's just become a tool. Pop the cap off a beer, tighten the axe nut on the car, you know? Can I have it back? It's sentimental.
Don't test me.
Afraid not, Lydia. This is evidence. Do you know anything about the open grate on the council building?
What?
Grate?
The investigator is
A
here.
maintenance hatch. It's been cut open and something dragged through it.
Come on, LD.
Not sure why you'd think I'd know anything about that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think your knife was used to open the
You
grate.
can prove it?
You're
Sure.
wrong, LD. You're going to need some proof as well.
Got to ask for the grapple hook that was up there.
Often go climbing, a new hobby.
I'm glad you're back, LD.
Never been on for physical pursuits, you know that, LD. So the rappelling gear I found near tire tracks from your car on the roof of the council building doesn't belong to you? Can't say it does, LD. Sorry I can't be more help. Do you know anything about the murder of the marshal guards outside the council building? Not a thing, LD. I was working last night. Is there anything else you could tell me about Henry's movements last night?
Weird.
Reality, you need to ask, or you need to speak to Akiko. What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago? Henry caused the demons to corrupt this island, LD. You see the dead zone? It's a nightmare rift we're not allowed into. If you're looking for more answers, try in there.
We go into the dead zone?
We're gonna try it right now.
Okay. That'll be our last thing for the night.
Okay. I kind of think it's...
Well,
a
I mean,
no-
unless you want to keep going, I got time.
we can keep going. I'm caffeinated. What do you know about the second seal? It's a secret, LD. I've never been through the big door in the council building. Burm, burm, burm. Well, we can't do shit. May your specter gaze upon a star, and may you reach the moon. Okay. So let's stop with the sound. Let's... Go right, chat. The dead zone. So let's... We could probably get over there.
Yeah. Well, I think that might... Yes. I think that might actually be the building we were on. Because of the trash in front of it.
Oh, yeah.
The question is, how do we get into it? Can we get into it? I don't know what you're referring to, Edgar. I'm sorry.
Oh no, no rules, just right. Outback Monster Factory.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, Silver, buckle up, baby. We're gonna go. I will expose you
okay.
to new
No, I know what
things.
Monster Factory is. I don't know what that...
It's what episode is that from? Why did we need to say it though? What occurred?
Also, I think we've gone the wrong way.
Oh, it's a no rules, just right kind of word. I see. Sorry, Silver. What was that?
I think we've gone the wrong way.
Yeah, I'm gonna... Now that I can yeet us up, though.
Let's say, yeah. Don't forget you could run.
Oh yeah. Which
I think it's faster for direct movement by a lot. Oh wait, you passed something. Just a save point. Okay, never mind.
Final Pam episode 1. Okay. I was like, it's one we watch a lot. Does this need pyramids though? Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, I still hate this. I wish I could stab it. Okay.
Yes, it is following you.
Okay, this is my plan. I'm gonna... Nope. Okay.
So is there a front door?
Ooh.
Oh shit. No, this is the back. We definitely were around the back before.
Hello? I would like to go into your building, please. Oh yeah, because this is where we came. Oh god.
Yeah, I think we need to go to the ground level. Oh, and we got our buddy over there too.
Where?
Ow. He's on top of the building to your right. See
Oh,
the stairs up there?
butts. Oh, over here? These ladders?
Yeah, take the ladder up.
Oop. Okay.
Don't you think it's a bit of a flaw?
What is?
Allowing a possessed citizen to stay on the island. You people are all about getting rid of demons. One of your main things, you never shut up about it.
It is a little convenient that a perfect weapon would be left on this island and not eliminated.
Good scapegoat as well.
That's
You think
strange.
that's what happened?
I really don't care, Love Dies. I'm just shooting shit.
I mean, he's not wrong, right? Like, so Henry also doesn't remember who or how he got the book that first started teaching him about this stuff, right? And if non-citizens, if members of the syndicate are immortal, I mean, 25 years is nothing to them. Wait, where are we going?
I don't know.
Don't we want to go to the front of the crash heap?
Yeah.
I don't think we went into this building before. Oh, is it a computer we can't unlock? Or was it a computer we couldn't unlock at that time?
Pyramids.
Yeah, we need pyramids to get in here.
Do we get pyramids from soda?
We get pyramids from something. Someone gave us a hint at where something was. Was it the factory? Can you pull up your notes?
Pull up the notes. Okay.
Potentially. Maybe a Starlight upgrade jammed in a broken vending machine in a warehouse.
Yes, but that's when they were like, buy sodas and we'll get it to you.
Well,
right?
no, they said buy sodas and we'll get you more info. So
Mm,
where is a warehouse?
Stop it. Map.
Oh wait, is it K Hex's warehouse? Oh, that's
Nope.
workshop. Okay.
Yeah, that's his little... A large temple where most religious ceremonies are conducted at the end of the island. Graveyard that memorializes fallen members of the syndicate. Deep factory, and we've been to the factory.
Bup. Warehouse, Paradise Killer. We want to head towards the reality folding drive,
Oh.
which I believe is the factory all the way at the north.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll run there. Ba, 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 ba.
And then if we get that, and then we come back and make our way into the Dead Zone, which was a great TV series. That might be a good place for us to call it, unless something just leads us on from there.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear it.
Okay. Where's...
Wait, I heard something.
Ooh, look at that water, though.
Yep. I don't hear it anymore, so never mind.
Okay. Ooh.
This one has our friend on it.
Yeah, shoot.
Where is my notion?
Acid's favorite. A premium beer marketed by the arcane idol Crimson Acid. Citrus flavored and light. Perfect for a drink in a bar with friends or at home alone. Contemplating all those things you're going to do. Ooh! Hello?
Red Nebula, thank you for your continued patronage.
Yes. You have tried a lot of the refreshing... Oh, you have a voice on.
Yeah, I was doing something for him, wasn't I? I was, go with this one.
You've tried a lot of refreshing beverages we make. You are our most valued customer. Do you have a favorite?
Sorry.
That's great. Good answer. You must be a hit at parties. Never mind that. Remember that upgrade from Starlight we mentioned? We've come through for you. Hang for a second. The vending machine has been soft rebooted. You should be able to get the upgrade thing out of it now. Don't forget, it's in the warehouses.
Ah, so we knew where it was, but it wasn't active.
Why is hardware like that jammed in a vending machine?
That Nebula security chief is a real moron. He's been showing off just before the slaughter ritual. Thinks exposing OS loopholes is a great way to impress people.
Why?
Why did he have a Starlight upgrade?
Did a favor for someone he shouldn't have in the Syndicate. He promised him a piece of the Syndicate tech in return. What he got was an unusable upgrade for use on a device he'd never see. Like we said, moron.
How?
How did it end up in a vending machine?
Marshals came knocking. He tried to hide it. Jammed the dispensing mechanism. Should come out if you try making a purchase now that it's been rebooted.
I'm glad to be back.
Works for me. Appreciate it.
Go get him, Lady Love Dive.
The culprit lets out a confession in range of our microphones. We'll let you know.
My purchasing obsession has paid off. Oh! I hate it. Get out of the water. See how quick that was? I very much dislike being in water. Okay. Silver, are you there? Just making sure my
far as I know.
buddy's there. Okay, we need to go... Hold on. I just stared at the map and was like, ah, yes, there. But we need to go past the courthouse. Okay. Don't mind me just sprinting through. Ooh, ooh, sounds. Thank you. Oh no. Okay. I feel like I gotta keep doing this. Parasol obtained. A light floral drink marketed at women, but very popular with men. That was the save. Okay.
Are we still going north?
I believe so.
You're definitely gonna have to cross from a bridge because it's like all the way out there. Yacht.
You want to
And
go
an
to the
item.
yacht? Did we talk to him? We haven't talked to him.
It's Dr. Doom.
Doom
Yeah.
Jazz, if you're nasty. Oh, I hate it. Oh. The worst.
Just water.
Oh, look at this guy. Look at what's happening. Just look at it. Oh my god. Head doctor of the syndicate.
Lady Love dies.
You want to voice him? You want me to voice him?
Oh, I think you got it.
All right. Lady Love dies. Gorgeous as you were 3 million days ago. I'm gonna start doing some flipping here.
Wow, wow, wow.
Dr. Doom Jazz, the Syndicate's head doctor. Born in the Cannon Fortress, Scotland in AD 988 under the sign of cosmic deceit. Growing up during military campaign, Doom Jazz longed to become a doctor to tend to the wounded. Ducked into the haunted Ziggurat Medical School, that's a name, and studied in the library after hours. Became their top student and battlefield medic.
Alright.
He was captured during the Great Betrayal, losing his arms in a torture chamber before being rescued by Eyes Kiwami. Two fled to join the Syndicate.
Wonderful.
And Starlight, the perfect pair.
I've missed the Doom Jazz charm offensive.
I've missed you, Love Dies.
Oh, I can't do that accent. And I've missed the Love Dies sass. I can barely do Irish at this point. I definitely can't do Scottish.
How have you been? Still the same old Doom Jazz?
Just been swell down here. I assume you got the memo about last night.
Can we just look at how his upper body crop is caressing my text?
I don't understand what you're talking about, but you can
He has-
observe his
he-
caresses as
he-
much as you like.
Okay, he has. You see the torso and his beads and his stethoscope, and the torso goes down further, and then
Oh,
you have
you're saying
those,
that his
like,
groin
deep
is where
cuts.
the text box
Yeah,
is.
it's
I
just
see.
like pointing to here, and I. Why?
Got it.
Something like that.
Hypothetically.
Presume you're here on business and not for something nicer.
Ooh, the
I've got a job to
investigation
do
is
down
The
here.
island is about to end.
All right. How unfortunate.
I don't like this.
Can you approve that for me, please?
Yes.
You're in high spirits considering our leader and council have been murdered.
Investigator.
We all deal with grief in different ways. Don't be mistaken. I'm well aware that this is a catastrophe.
Okay. He has a Band-Aid sticker on his arm and one that says child labor.
I think it might say approved.
And then to eat pear MHI. Oh, what's happening here?
I'm just not one for outwardly displaying misery.
Oh,
What's your take on the syndicate on this island?
I'm worried.
Keep myself to myself. I'm not interested in schemes. It's exhausting. Drama and politics or drugs. It's best not to get hooked. That's a medical opinion.
don't test me.
That tells me all I need to know about the state of this place.
Anything else I can help you out with?
Oh shit, so much. God.
Oh boy. Here we go.
I hope he like doesn't know shit about anything.
Where?
Where were you at the time of the murder?
What?
I was in my clinic unit until I was called to examine Henry. He was found outside the council building, blood everywhere. I checked him over.
Beautiful.
Akiko has my report for you. Go and see her if you haven't already.
Ha ha!
Aha! The syndicate building's logs should confirm my alibi.
I've already seen them. They confirm your claim.
Hold on, I gotta yawn.
Oh no! Did you experience a comms blackout last night from the reality folding drive burst?
Yes, I did. They're pretty unusual. Yuri?
Did you see Yuri last night?
Yuri Knight last night? I didn't see him last night, I'm afraid. Love dies. You need commas. Game, use commas.
Yeah. Tell me about the inhibitors used to sedate Henry.
Masahiro Heavy Industries tech. Drugs that sedate the body and inhibit psychic ability. They were designed specifically for victims of demonic possession. Calm the body and mind and stop them from lashing out.
If I was talking to a doctor and this was his like body language, I would walk away.
Mm-hmm. Henry's dosage level has been correct for the last decade.
Sure.
Do you know if anything can interfere with Henry's
I
inhibitors?
see.
You're not the first person to ask, Love Dice.
That's weird.
Ooh.
The island is about to end.
Witness. Witness is responsible for overseeing the end of an island and ensuring it all goes smoothly. He's obsessed with fail points in the process. He got worried that Henry could be a fail point. Could he get loose at the end? He's executed and not part of the slaughter ritual with the other citizens. It's a time when he's out of his cage before he's executed. Akiko handles the execution, so he's in safe hands. Witness got obsessed about the inhibitors that keep Henry sedated.
Ooh, the investigator is here.
Are they a fail point?
Theoretically.
Possibly, but you'd have to get past the Grand Marshal. You'd need a massive spike of adrenaline, and the only way I can think of that is to provide that would be an injection. Ooh.
Would someone have done that?
Adrenaline's manufactured by the body. You need a drug to induce it artificially. His blood work came back clean, though. No one gave him that drug. This is weird to voice. Pulling the bass out of my voice is not a thing that I normally have to do. So, Kingdom Hearts X is missing. I don't know.
Yeah,
So
that's
we
what I'm
got-
gonna do. What do you know about K Hex's disappearance?
Heard he was missing. Keeps himself, and so I don't see him a lot. You been up to his place in the cliffs?
Love it. I love a short one. Did you see the architect last night?
Fabulous.
He said at the crisis meeting that she was at Witness's apartment. Witness could confirm.
Good job. I was like trigger happy. Did you
Mhm.
see Crimson last night?
You guys are a little emporium. Go ask her.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Henry's movements last night?
You have spoken to Akiko, right? She'll tell you what he did.
Beautiful.
Oh, look at that small list.
Did you see Lydia and Sam last night? I was
I
in my
was in my clinic all last night. I didn't see them. Lydia should have been in contact with Yuri, though.
Did you see Witness to the end last night?
I don't know what he was doing, but he's normally in his apartment on the last night of the island. Go ask him.
What do you know about Henry's demonic possession 10 years ago?
Don't know what to tell you, Love Dies. He's clearly possessed, and I wasn't at his arrest 10 years ago.
How?
Think there's something suspicious? Try the crime scene. His apartment's in the dead zone. Someone's getting freaky with the saxophone.
Is there a database of DNA or blood samples for everyone on the island?
Theoretically.
You want to run some blood? Yes.
Is there fireworks going off right now? Oh my god. Okay, sorry, I was like,
August, people.
it's like a cacophony of them. Oh hey there, Lord Kittenfoot, how are you? How goes the hunt for the immortal murderer?
Things have happened. It's still a process.
It's, I think,
We're working on it.
more convoluted than it was, but we have more to work with for sure. You want to run some blood, okay?
Wish I could help. Just after the crisis meeting last night, parts of the central server started corrupting.
That's convenient.
What?
Isn't it? I became aware of it because most of the terminal in my lab does an automated backup in the early hours. Ooh.
Hypothetically?
I got a report that the backup failed. Took a look at it, and part of the medical archive had corrupted.
Sure.
What about the backup of the central server on the moon?
Investigator!
That went down as well. The corruption spread. Not all of the moon database. Still access most of the files on there.
Is it yourself and you just forgot? No, luckily. Where's the server on the island?
The caverns under the island. Masahiro Heavy Industries maintains it. Only entrance to the cavern is via the deep factory, and that's under lockdown.
Why?
Deep factory shut down at the end of the island. Only 4 people can unlock it. Council members Macon Origin. Macon Origin. Ran Masahiro, but her dead body is up in the council penthouse. Same with Pandora, too. She ran Dead Nebula and the Deep Factory. Nicolina Rose is second in command of Dead Nebula, but they're on the next island. Lydia took them early on. Balthasar Tears was Macon's assistant,
These
but Masahiro.
Names.
But he's on the next island as well.
I'll go to the 25th island and bring them back, and they can open up the deep factory so I can find out what the hell is going on with that server.
Not so fast, Love Dies. No one leaves this island. Judge's orders. Besides, you need Lydia to take you to the next island. She's on your list of suspects, right?
I don't like
So
this.
what do I do about this server?
2 options. Josh got up to bad luck and coincidence and let it fuel a dreadful, all-consuming conspiracy.
Yes.
I'm going with second one. Yeah, I'm going with second. But you choose. She also will go with the second one. Keep on trucking, Love Dies.
Yes. Did you examine the dead guards at the first Holy Seal?
No. Akiko wouldn't let me.
What the hell?
Congrats, Agra.
Why? Wait. Laundry done, helped a friend get out. Oh, beautiful. And acquired some snacks. I love this for you.
I'm a professional.
She said that's military jurisdiction. She didn't want the corpses of her soldiers disrespected with a post. More?
Uh-huh.
Even though there could be evidence?
How?
In her mind, she's already got the case solved. Henry's behind bars, and he clearly did it.
Ooh.
Sure.
Do you believe that?
That's not nice.
I'm not much into beliefs, Love Dies. I'm waiting to see what truth you find.
What do you know about the second Holy Seal?
Nothing. Hey, not a thing, Love Dies. Council business.
Can you think of anyone that has got motive?
That's a biggie. Such a terrible crime.
This is bad.
I'm afraid I don't know anything about it. Everyone is as innocent or as guilty as each other.
You think Henry did this, Doc?
It's been wonderful to see you again.
Can you read my report?
The investigator is here.
Everything in it lined up with the official version of events.
Ha-ha!
Well, there you go then.
Ah,
That didn't answer my question.
Strange.
That's all I can tell you. I don't speculate on suspicions or hunches. I'm looking for facts.
Can you make an exception for me?
What?
Only speak to me when you want something, Love Dies. It hurts. He seems to
sorry.
be... Yeah.
I promise to stop by more often.
Well, all right then.
Hypothetically?
We don't know what the seals are, right? It's awfully convenient that Henry happened to be able to get through them all, isn't it?
Oh,
So you don't think he did it?
I didn't say that. I just mean that there are some missing facts, and where you have missing facts, you have doubt.
Lady Love dies.
What do you think about it? Oh yeah, this is way too
the
easy.
facts and the truth.
It's a
are not
nice
the
story.
same.
People like to believe the easiest answer that fits their worldview.
That's it.
We kidnap citizens and force them to pray to genocidal gods. Of course, the Syndicate would believe one of the vile workings class would do
Got
this.
it.
There's something else at work here.
Ha!
Well, at least you have the working theory.
Would you kill the council for revenge for the death of your father?
I'm a professional.
Oh, you got some guts coming onto my yacht, flinging bullshit like that around.
Just doing my job, Doc.
That's not nice.
Not a killer. I never have been, never will be, regardless of what happened to my father.
And your arms.
Well, the arms I don't think was the Syndicate. I think
No.
that was the gods.
Yeah. Got a sec, Doc?
I've got all the time in the world for you. I've missed you, Love Dies.
Been so long since we spent time together. You still a wine and whiskey woman?
I have a bad
Not a lot of
feeling
either in the
about
Idle Lands.
Last with me? Enjoy the island for a few minutes before getting back to all that murder? I got a bottle of Freedom Letter open. Love Dies by the end of this is going to be hella drunk.
Yes. I'd love a glass. Just a small one, though.
Fabulous.
That's the spirit.
Lady Love Dies.
How's it feel to be investigating again? I mean, you
the
choose.
truth remains
The truth
obscure.
remains obscured.
It sure is. The future hangs in the balance.
Ah,
How has the doctor been since I last saw him?
Want to play doctors?
Oh
and
no,
nurses?
hold on. Ooh. Keeping entertained, you know? It's a small island, but there's always ways to have fun.
sure.
I'm sure there is.
Ha ha!
Only one way to find out. Oh. You choose. Do the vagina bones appeal to you?
They don't. But at least he's nice.
I mean, yeah, he might be the first nice person really on the island.
Yeah.
we've met.
I was born to investigate.
Do you want to be a suspect in an out of hours investigation?
Fabulous.
Ugh.
You can come around to open my case
worst.
files anytime. Well,
I'm worried.
you both ruined it. Maybe you got some time right now?
Each second I spend here allows the truth to slink further into the shadows.
Paradise can't wait, huh? Feel free to swing by anytime, Love Dice.
I'll keep that in mind. Where's the dog?
I'm enraptured by you, Love Dice. Besotted. Enthralled.
I have a bad feeling
Where's
about
this going?
I understand the key to your heart is information. You desire the unknown. You desire to know about people.
I had nothing to do with this.
Maybe there's something I can help you with. Oh. Gonna probe them.
You
You said you were too busy, but now you're gonna probe them.
said you might be
Alright.
able to help
you
me?
got this wrong.
Love Dies. You charmed me. Despite the tragedy of last night, this island is infinitely more radiant now that you're here. Because it's you and I can't get you out of my head, I'll break some ethics. Boy, that is not... I've treated witness for death scream trauma. He started complaining of being able to hear the screaming on occasion. We had no idea what the cause was, but it kept happening. I eventually narrowed it down to psychic death screams.
What the hell is that?
Someone dies, they involuntarily emit a death scream in a burst of psychic energy. Normally you can't hear them, but he'd become attuned to them.
How?
Hypothetically?
That's still a mystery. I don't know if we'll ever know. He attributes it to the god's anger. He's all doom and gloom about us not doing enough to please the gods. He's taking it on as one of many signs of the end times.
Medical report. What treatment does he take?
High-strength migraine relief. It's the only thing that worked.
What about during the citizen slaughter ritual at the end of the island? Surely that would have been overwhelming.
That's different. The priests conducting the rituals channel the psychic energy released by the slaughter into the energy for the gods. It's dissipated away from the island.
The investigator.
Does anyone
is
else
here.
suffer from them?
I'm worried.
We had a case on the island 15. Syndicate member killed themselves because they kept hearing them.
But no one else on this island?
On the way Witness does. I think demons can probably feel them. Every demon we've encountered has been attuned to psychic energy.
Would this include the demonically possessed?
Hypothetically.
Probably, but I can't say for sure.
Got it.
How would it affect them?
Imagine a spike in adrenaline. Ah.
Anything else about Witness?
I had nothing to do with this.
I've been worried about his mental health.
What?
Become secretive and guarded. Manifesting in standard ways, but multiple appointments with him have been interrupted by phone calls. He won't take a call with someone in the room and always steps out onto his balcony. Other people have reported the same thing.
Who?
Architect Carmelina. She started noticing it several years ago. She's worried that he's slipping into paranoia.
Why are you suddenly telling me this?
It's been playing on my mind. I've been thinking about last night and the lunatics we have on the island. Then the heavens send an angel to come and question me. You choose.
Thank you, Doctor. You've been invaluable.
Remember to hurry back if you need an examination or anything. I don't think that was meant sexually.
May the cosmos be a mystery. Sir, I need to
Maybe
go.
reach the moon.
Can I get on your island?
Oh, okay. I can't do that for that long of a stint for another day at least. I basically had to breathe in while talking. That's not easy.
This looks medical tech. Okay.
I don't know that necessarily makes him a creep. I mean, we flirted with him first.
He has a little bit of a creep factor, I would say. Doom just always
Again,
gets the
we
best
flirted with him
ones.
first.
Yeah, but you can flirt better. Flirt better.
Sure, right?
Looks like Doom Jazz does his own maintenance on his arm despite them being made. It's the pose, yeah.
Look, it's not the most explicit pose we've seen in this island. It's just a bad case of placement.
Sure.
Always thought he was in the love him and leave him type. Wait, hold on.
Investigation.
Yeah, I guess so. If he was a different pose, he probably wouldn't seem creepy. If a doctor's saying, let me give you an examination, and he means it sexually.
I don't think he meant it sexually, but that's because there's limited poses in this game.
I think it was pervy.
I'm willing to accept that theory as well. Ooh, can we steal the jet ski?
Don't want to fall. Ooh, there's a door with a goat eye. Can we go to the fancy pyramid?
Yeah, that's a good question. Oh, can we steal a jet ski?
Hold
I
on.
think the jet ski
Hold
may
on.
be the thing. I think the jet ski might actually be what you're hearing.
Well, I heard like a real bassy thing.
Where are we going? Oh, we are. We are going to the pyramid.
Oh, cool. Oh, it was the thunder is what I heard. Can we open this? We don't have pyramids.
We need a lot of
We can't
things.
do anything here. This place is the worst. Loving the hot pink jet ski. I think it's great.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
If y'all need a good playlist, I've been listening to the Breath of the Wild soundtrack with rain again, and if you search it, use the one with the Guardian that's in the grass in the foreground. It's great. But I also like listening to the Wave Race 64 soundtrack. It's great. Highly recommend.
Wave Race. Sorry.
The game is like
Can't
good,
not do it
but
whenever I think
also
about Wave Race.
not. The back door to Doom Jazz's clinic. This should be covered by Syndicate HQ logs, but the door lock looks broke. This means it won't lock.
Don't test me.
Bum, 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 bum.
I don't want to talk to him about his back door. I'm not
Is this a fact? Don't test
not
me.
prepared for that conversation.
Yeah.
But it is actually probably a stopping point.
Yeah. Let me run to where we need to be and I'll save there.
Yep. And I will write notes. Investigate warehouse and
Let's get there because we do need to save.
And then
we need to go to Deep
after that-
Factory, right? I'm not making that up.
Yeah, we need the factory, which is the big old machine. Right?
That's over here.
Yeah, so we don't need the deep factory. We need to go to the plant.
Oh,
I think?
plant.
Maybe? We can look around the deep factory. It's on the way.
Actually, let's...
No. Yeah, we need to go to the reality folding drive. That's where we
Reality folding. Okay. Ooh, hey, bud. The game does not like me being over here. Hey, bud. Yeah.
Maybe wolves did it.
The council murder?
Yeah, wolves are crazy. They tear all sorts of stuff up.
You won the polypedal boat? That's awesome. I fell asleep with the stream on and woke up to wherever we raided. But I love her streams because I'll just like sit in bed and just like let it wash over me. It is so wonderful. A pack of wild wolves broke into the council building, bypassed all the holy seals, and tore the council apart.
I can hear the sarcasm in your voice. I don't like it.
I think Edgar fell asleep, maybe? Which is weird. Because Edgar just typed
Sleepy
himself.
lady. Trying to help. Expand your thinking. Don't limit yourself.
Sure.
Don't limit myself to actual reality and things that could plausibly happen in it. Wolves don't even exist on this island.
Also realized I'm in the Starlight voice. Fixed. Fine. Throw it back in my face.
This looks like a warehouse.
Those crystals obtained.
Ooh.
Key item obtained.
But
Okay.
apparently not the warehouse we need.
Can't open that. Okay. Yeah. Emma streams are fan-freaking-tastic.
They're very fun.
I'm so glad that we do not overlap, because a lot of my fellow friend streamers, we overlap, and that makes me sad.
Yeah.
But I always
like,
get to peep.
Finding my current times was specifically to try and find a gap in everybody that I tend to either like mod or watch or participate with, and it still puts me over so many other streams. There's too many good people on Twitch.
I've been since I stream during the day now, I don't always have day streams, so I've been like creeping on like when I'm done. What is this? Oh, it's just a statue.
What are we doing?
I can move the crane around. I wonder if I can get it to pick anything up. Okay.
Is that like distance maybe?
I have no idea.
What are we wanting it to pick up?
Oh, the thing highlighted in the water, maybe?
Maybe?
Oh,
I say
no,
we
that's...
save here and come back to this next time.
I want to creep what's in here. Because I hear things. I'm going to keep going, Silver! I can't stop. But you are right. I'm going to
I
save
still
it.
need to eat dinner.
What's up?
I still need to eat dinner. I got this tikka masala that's got my name written on it.
Oh. Is this a machine with the dead nebula told me to look
Hey!
for? Okay. Perfect.
Alright, so we...
Visions of worship. A knowledge tablet for Starlight. Oh, is this pyramid?
Is it pyramid? Oh boy. It was this one.
Yo. You got the upgrade. Good work. Told you we'd come through it for you.
Thanks for the help.
No worries. Always got to help the investigator of mass murder. Don't forget to install it from Starlight's inventory. Don't you think that's a hassle? An unnecessary step?
Friction is nice. Makes things more meaningful.
I guess. We'll let you get back to it. Remember to buy more drinks. Buy more drinks.
Okay. And then I gotta go. I'm gonna go out here.
Yeah, now that's a save.
Yeah.
That's a
And
good spike to save at.
And it's right here. But let's do the Starlight thing so we don't...
Yes. We don't forget.
It's gotta be pyramids, right? There's a little... Cool. Ooh, y'all. This game is like the most interesting...
Wait. Was that not pyramids?
I don't know. Because what are the last two? Pyramids and...
Pyramids and, worship.
Oh,
I think we might have gotten worship.
Yeah, then it's worship. I thought it was like a...
Not the right... I'm gonna look this up.
But... Visions of the Cosmos and worship. Yeah, so Cosmos is the other one. So we still need pyramids. Ass.
Hold on.
I'm gonna save again. Because I gamer. Silver should be the next T-Pain. Do y'all know T-Pain can really frickin' sing? He is a good singerer.
Yep. He also went through a lot of shit because people apparently told him that he couldn't sing.
Which is buck wild.
I have a T-Pain mode on here. Where'd it go?
There you go. We still want to go to the reality drive next time, so I'm going to put that in there. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Anyway. So that was we did a lot.
Yeah, we did.
I've been trying to think about a recap. We spent 5 million years talking to Sam. We had to talk to douchebag canoe or douche canoe / douche boat, which is an upgrade of douche canoe.
Yes.
Yuri. We talked to Booba Goat Lady, again, who sold us information and we sold information to. We talked to Lydia. I am very suspicious of Lydia at this point.
Suspicious of Lydia. Suspicious of...
Well, it's just Lydia and Yuri specifically.
But
those two
Akiko
together.
also has...
Yeah. Okay. I mean, maybe... Do we have a thing where there's like everyone that's alive is responsible for the murder? Is that what's going on here?
It's possible.
We'll have to see.
No rules, just right. Outback Quandary Quest.
I don't know what that means, but okay. But yeah, everybody. I mean, hopefully you had fun. I had fun. But yeah, everybody. I mean, Retro. I hope you had fun.
I just had a weird echo because I clicked a thing. Sorry about that. I did have fun. I love this game and it does something to my brain.
Oh, we got an air dash.
We did get an air dash.
That's the other thing we
Oops, all
did.
murderers. Also there was a dog. Yeah, this game does something where it visually it feels like you're a little loosey-goosey in the controls, and maybe you are a little bit, but like you can find a rhythm and it just feels good. Like the dash feels real nice. Did you pet the dog? Can you pet the dog in Paradise Killer? We did in conversation previously, and then we gave it treats, but no pets today, which is ridiculous.
Right, we pet a different dog in conversation previously. So at minimum, you can pet the dog in Paradise Killer, but maybe not Bear Chan.
Can you pet Shinji? That remains to
I don't
be
know.
seen.
This may be a dating sim that we're just not aware of. We'll see
Yeah.
what happens as we continue on.
But yeah, it does something for my brain, like
It's called obsessive compulsive disorder.
perhaps. I'm not gonna confirm or deny that that's a thing that my body likes to do. But I am caffeinated, but like it's a game that I don't necessarily want to put down. But I know,
Yeah,
like,
no. Like
it feels
if it
like
wasn't
we
for
have
the
so
fact that
much
I need
ahead
to eat,
too.
I probably would have had us keep going.
Oh, I'm
otherwise
like,
I will forget to eat tonight.
I'm like, sorry that this game brings you joy. I know. Edgar's
Oh,
also
yeah,
4 feet
hey.
away from me and is definitely asleep. So like,
Aw, sleepy
I-
raven.
I can't get too buck wild, you know. But yeah, it feels good. I would say the first 2 streams, I was like, I don't even know. Like with the information we were getting, I was like, I don't even like.
There's so many avenues that it can be,
Yeah.
and it's becoming more like it literally could be all of those avenues. We'll have to see.
Mm-hmm.
We have to find more foot baths, because I want us to get a double jump, which I bet is going to happen. Or it'll be something wild, like, oh, you can just fly now. Okay, bye.
Right.
Yeah. I think this was a great time.
Yes.
I'm glad
agreed.
you let me participate.
Of
Chat,
course.
I'm glad you put up with my nonsense. And yeah, thank you everybody for watching Quandary Quest. Check
Yeah.
us out again next week.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much.